but you're in for something. We'll do Mystery Heroes. If you've never watched it, it is a... it's not truly a first-person shooter. But it is a team-based shooter game. They're getting ready to release a fairly major update to kind of force some better matchmaking. I mean, there are some payload maps for sure. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm lagging really bad.
Attackers incoming.
I don't even know who I am right now. I don't even have health bars. Oh, I'm Hanzo. Well, I guess it is first person. In this case, I am playing it's a mode basically every week. I have no models, so I'm not gonna be able to shoot anybody right now.
Zenyatta is here.
I might need this later.
Widowmaker here.
You've been practicing.
It's a lag thing.
Defending objective.
Rising above. Stride.
Oh, it's a beautiful game when you can see everything. I can't. I'm amazed that I got 2 kills there and I couldn't see anybody. So apparently I'm having a little bit of lag tonight, and that's what's part of the problem. So I'm playing a Mystery Heroes match because basically every week, if you play the arcade mode and you get 9 wins, that you get 3 free loot boxes. So I tend to prioritize doing that early in the week, and golly, this is like the longest it's ever taken me to get models. Hey, there we go. Oh, that's still not everybody, but hey. Can't even see my shield right now. This is ridiculous.
Enemy turret eliminated.
Well, it's definitely much more interesting when you can see stuff.
Raising the volume.
Nope, I have a hand model.
Coming at you. I feel great. I am loving
I'm amazed that I'm doing what I'm doing.
Cease your resistance.
may need to reset my router and stuff. We do have a slight storm in the area, so that could be affecting things, but...
Up the tempo. Move up. My sound barrier is all over.
See you later.
I'm ready to activate the sound barrier.
There's another Lucio? Sweet.
Speed.
I saw a Reaper.
Feel that?
Oh, look, I can see my gun. Got him. So anyway, there are like 20 something different characters. They all play differently. So it's really interesting. I mean, a lot of people are good at a lot of characters, but most people have just a couple that they're really good with. And then in the case of this is a point control map, so we're on defense, so we apparently failed miserably at point A. And now we have to control point B, and if we can hold them off for another 30 seconds, we win. If they manage to challenge the point in the... So if they don't get on point, we win. Lots of different characters. The mode I'm playing though is every time you die you get a random character, so typically in the game you're going to try to set up a good composition so that you can just basically have a good balance to play against the other team, but when you're playing random that all goes out the window and you just do the best with what you've got. So hopefully it loads a little faster this time. But yeah, the art and the characters, I don't know, I really enjoy it. I'm not the best at first-person games. So slow tonight. I want to move. Okay, maybe Overwatch is not going to work tonight. Alright. Forget about it. This is so sad. Okay. Schnauzer, you're gonna have to watch another night because this is just miserable. Buddy of mine was just saying this doesn't look anything like MoW. I said, nope.
I see you over there.
Go, turret, go.
There they are.
Turrets being destroyed! It's just a scratch. I'm overloading! Turn on that! Much better! My turret!
Go, turret, go. This is like the worst version of Overwatch. No! Right when I got all... I have gold hero damage done. I can't see people to shoot them right now. Ah. Yeah, generally Schnauzer. Ow! I mean, I don't know what we would do then.
Sombra online.
I can't see anything. Oh, come on, Bastion. This is like the worst game ever.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
It's entertaining. I will say that, at least.
You're fully healed.
I killed somebody. Another one? Where the heck are you going? Okay.
Let them up.
How many more does it have? Oh look, you're gonna get to see a replay with models. No. Oh well.
Play of the game.
Surrender to my will.
Interesting. Alright. I gotta leave. This is terrible tonight. I don't know if that's my connection or what. But hey. No. That's not what I wanted. For Schnauzer's benefit, so these are all the different characters. And they just announced a new one today that will be coming out. And yeah. I like playing most of them. They're all different, all have different facets and things that they're good at and that kind of stuff. Basically, they mostly break down into tank types that can absorb damage and protect the team, healer types or support types that typically aren't supposed to do a lot of damage, but kind of hang in the back and either heal or help out and that sort of thing. And then your DPS, damage dealing types. So they're switching the game pretty soon to force you to play a 2-2-2, or basically a version that only will force you to have 2 healers, 2 tanks, and 2 support. I'm conflicted about it. I think there are some odd compositions that tend to work for some teams and folks and that sort of thing. So we'll see. Alright, I am popping headset on because Vij and Josh should be on soon. We will hop into MoW. See if anybody's on and wants some games. A few people around, so that's good. No, there were some apparently that hadn't actually updated. Alrighty. So I have been working on trying to get my lesser played factions because I have 400 ranked games played with Shadow Cell. So I said, hey, let me give the other factions a shot. Even though I played them decently before. I hadn't really been playing them as consistently, even though I like to play all of them some. God, maybe my computer is just being really slow tonight. Is that the problem? Anyway, so I'm up to, so I'm trying to get to 100 ranked games with each of the other 3 factions. So I'm up to Dawnlight. I was already at 95, so I haven't really played them much either. But I just got Alpha Guard at 95 and Razor Core's at 94. So I've got 16 games to go before I will let myself play some more Shadow Cell, which is arguably my favorite faction. Although it's interesting, their win rate's lower. But I've also played a whole lot of games with them and played some weird test decks and that kind of stuff too, so there's a lot of learning that happened in those 400 games. I just realized. Oh, no. Never mind. I got it. Is something downloading? Is that the problem? Probably. Hello.
Hola.
What's up, dude?
Oh, I am just configuring my iPads. But look at my prompt timing. Is it?
Yeah, you know, you're good. You're good. It is now
Exactly.
9 o'clock.
I am right on the money. This is not Argentina time.
Oh, right.
Because everyone here, everyone in Argentina would just simply.
Wait, it's
be
dinner
30
time there, right?
I just finished eating.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, I literally just ate my food. I had room service tonight so that I could do this.
Nice.
So,
The
yeah.
delicious room service at Hotel
shoot,
Argentina, right?
I mean, I had a chicken. It's called roulette de ave. It's like a crusted chicken stuffed with all types of things inside it, and then it's just delicious. Absolutely fantastic.
That sounds terrible. But...
Yes. Let me tell you what's funny though. I had to go pay my bill.
Oh, really?
And here's why. They know me really well at this hotel. Like,
it sounds like you stay there all the time. So
they say that I'm their best customer.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I am number one customer in the world because I stay here for, a month at a time.
A month at a time, right?
I spend a ton on room service, and I pay my bills promptly and on time. But the problem is, and I asked them today, I said, why do you make me pay? If you know me, why do you make me pay halfway through? And they said, it's not because we want to, it's because you break our computers. That's what they told me. I break their computers because of the length of my bill. It gets too long. Their old system can't
They just can't handle it. That's
They can't
hilarious.
handle how much, so I have to clear it out so that they can start it over. And so I've never in my life ever thought I'm breaking the computer at home.
Right.
But
because it's not on a month stay isn't unheard of,
It's
but
not unheard of,
but they probably don't have many like that. Yeah.
The amount of food, the massage upstairs, the laundry, the dry cleaning.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So it all adds up, and the thing is, I'm also staying in. This time I chose not the presidential suite because I actually prefer the governor's suite, which is the second biggest room. It has a much bigger bathroom and 2 refrigerators. So
nice.
I prefer. I don't know why the presidential only has 1 refrigerator. It's bigger, but it's not as comfortable, and
Gotcha.
I like the bed better. So
Yeah.
Anyway, these are all things that I'm sure all the listeners would want to hear.
Both of them, yes.
Exactly. Both of them. Well, have you prompted? Because I can't log into Twitch for some reason. So
Yeah, I tagged Josh, and Josh logged into the game. It looks like, but he's not in voice chat or anything yet.
Well, does he have your
Thought so. Let me see. Yeah, he's in here.
Did you send out to the whole community? Everyone?
I did.
Okay.
I let everybody know we were live and that you guys were joining. Josh,
We do it.
Mo reacted to my post, so.
We do it because we love to do it.
Can I? Trying to see if there's a way to. I don't have any way to invite him to join the voice chat. Like, he's already on the server. I can invite him to the server, but.
No, he just has to click on your voice chat, but he might do it. He'll figure it out. He's pretty smart. I think he's a pretty smart guy. Maybe not. We'll see. That's a challenge, by the way, Josh. Let me see here.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
Is he in here?
He's on the. Looks like he's on the Twitch stream.
All right, so eventually he'll figure out to get on your Discord and then to click the voice chat.
Join
and
the voice chat.
eventually He'll join the voice chat. So at some point he'll figure it all out. I have faith.
Yeah, we'll
I
get
really
there.
do. What I don't have faith in is why my iPad is not even barely loading anything. I'm trying to get into Discord, it won't even show me anything.
My internet's been terrible tonight. I was playing some Overwatch before this, and if you were to go back and watch the video there, it is like abhorrent because nothing was loading. So like
Yeah, I
was.
couldn't even watch it the other night. I couldn't watch it the other night.
It was
either.
bad. It was bad.
So, what's new with you?
Not too much. I mean, work is kind of crazy this time of year, but it's crazy in the like updates and getting stuff ready for the next cycle, which starts in less than like 3 weeks. We'll open the application for next year, so it's that kind of thing. But other than that, it's good.
Speaking of cycle, I'm a really good Netflix watcher that can give you good recommendations. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen Dark, it's a German sci-fi
No.
series. It is fantastic. Season
nice.
2 was incredible. I just finished it.
Okay, I might have to check it out.
Dark. It's German, but I'll tell you what. For the first time ever, and I never do it. I always like to watch in the normal language because typically the voiceovers are horrid, but I like the voiceovers in English. Actually, in this particular show, it's also very highly rated. It's like 8.7 in IMDb.
Oh, nice.
So it's extraordinarily thought-provoking in the way that anybody who plays Master of Wills would enjoy.
Yeah, cool.
So a little bit of off-topic coolness. I will not say another word about it because it's ruining it. It's not
Spoiler
worth
alerts.
ruining.
Right,
Yeah, because,
right.
listen, since Game of Thrones went off the air, you're looking for that one show that can really stimulate you in that way and in a different way this show does, but it's really good. Really, 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 really good. So did Josh ever find us? I guess not.
He did. He said he was setting some settings up before he jumped to Discord, so...
Okay, well, let me see. Am I not getting a charge? I am got to reconnect with this thing. All right, so since we're just kind of chilling out, I will also try to set up because I'd like to get online and play some MoW too.
Cool. Yeah, I'm hanging out, but doesn't look like anybody is... There are a few people online, but they're all new accounts from what I can tell. And Josh is on, but nobody else seems to be in queue. So what do I need? So I need...
I don't know. Well, people play at such strange times, don't
Yeah,
they?
right?
I mean, there's a whole group of people that gets on later.
Right.
It's like more of a late night group, which makes sense. It's just it's too late for me here. That's
Yeah.
the problem. So
Well, it's like all those PS folks, they all seem to be pretty late night and kind of folks. Like Dis is typically on like 11, 12 at night. Like I've played him in matches
really?
after 12, and then I've seen him. Like I get up the next morning and he's posted something in Discord about a bug at like 2:30 in the morning. So
Yeah, well, that's part of the issue is you got people playing 24/7, and those people play for their hour or two or whatever.
Right.
And if you're not in sequence with those hours, so we need more people across the board playing at different times, which just means we need more people. But that's fine. Right now, I'm just not concerned about that. Right now, it's about getting really awesome quality people that really see the vision. Those people stay focused and stay in tune with us, and some that aren't or kind of flow in and out. That's fine too, because those people, when we actually push to the full launch, I believe a lot of those people will come back once we send that. So I'm not worried. There's only going to be only the dedicated few that really want to be a part of this long term. And really big with a bigger role potentially down the road. Those are the people that are going to be from start to finish. That's fine. I've come to accept the reality that there's only so much you can ask of people, to commit, especially when we're changing things and we're updating, we're trying new things, and there's a lot of things that go into the beta that people don't. It's hard for people to realize how much work actually goes into it.
Unless they're game developers.
Yeah.
What's that?
Unless they're game developers.
Right.
Those are the people. Well, yeah, no kidding.
And hey, Josh. Welcome.
Josh found
Good. How are you,
Josh
man?
Found it far away.
Yeah. Well, he said it far enough away that at first I thought you were saying something kind of under your breath.
Like, that's what I thought. It was like an echo of myself.
Yeah, I'll try to turn up my volume.
Oh, you're good.
You're good if you want to be heard by, people with really good hearing.
Right.
You're saying you don't have good hearing?
Yep, I'm saying that apparently if you sound like you do, then I'm going to. That is basically. All right, so I thought we'd play, while we're talking, I thought we'd also play a game of mode that I think what we should do
Uh-oh.
is some sort of, you pick each other's cards with the exception of one legendary and 2 epics.
For their
And then
decks?
you can pick for the deck. So you have to play, a deck.
Ooh.
And I get to pick all your cards except for 1 legendary and 2 epics. And the actions you can just, whatever
Okay.
actions.
Oh, and you can pick any action. So you're basically just picking
Yeah, because
1 legendary, 3 epics.
Decks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I get to pick 3 of your epics and 1 of your legendary cards, basically.
Okay.
And your deck.
Okay.
And then Josh can also, if he wants, I don't know if you have your device there, he can also be one, but we all have to be 3 different factions.
Okay.
And we see who wins out of you. We each play each other once.
All right.
Okay? And we're
So
gonna
a little round
someone's gonna
robin. This will be fun.
a little round robin, and then the 2 overall winners play each other for the championship.
Okay.
But before each
This
match,
will be dangerous.
we get to pick
Oh,
each
before
other's
each
deck.
match?
Yeah, because
Oh.
that's the only way you can do it. You have to pick the deck, and you cannot give the same person the same deck twice. So it can't be Dawnlight, Dawnlight, Dawnlight. You have to say Dawnlight. Once they've used it, they can't use it again.
Oh, okay. So it's an elimination tournament, too. Interesting.
It's kind of a faction elimination tournament.
Right.
Out of yourself. So you got to be smart when you pick. Yeah, it's not that many games. We play games in about 8 to 10 minutes, so we can just do this while we're chatting.
Unless you're playing Steven, and then 10 minutes is really
Oh.
2
Oh, Steven can take a game where the timer is actually 22 total possible minutes and play 25 minutes. I mean, that's very true.
Yeah. But
Um,
it's fun to watch you guys play and argue, so. We haven't seen a lot of lately. Of course, now you're in Argentina, so we won't see it again for a while. But...
I've been, let's see. Last time I was in Houston for 1 day or 2 days, I think. Between Colorado and before that Vegas, I haven't been in the office.
Right.
It's quite a long journey for me. It's not been the most restful time of my life, that's for sure. But I'm used to it, and I'm committed to it. So, but I still like Josh and I spent good time together today, just on the phone while we're working. So it doesn't
Nice.
preclude you from working. The best thing about Argentina is 2-hour time difference between Central and 1 hour between you at Eastern.
Right.
So even though I'm 15 hours away, I'm still 1 hour away or 2 hours away. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So it actually works pretty well. And funny enough, dinner time is weird because if you think about it,
That 10 o'clock
What
dinner
time-
time.
yeah, but what time do I typically eat dinner in Houston? 7, 8
Oh.
o'clock.
Okay, so it's really not that much
So I
different. Yeah.
physiologically, if I can say that word right, physiologically, I don't change my physical time of eating. I'm actually eating at the time I normally eat. So it's weird here being so late and eating, but it's actually physically the same time I would.
Right.
So I don't actually change my clock very much here. I never
Huh.
get jet lag.
Oh,
No
that-
jet lag at all. Zero
that works.
jet lag. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So Callaway, I looked at the art more today.
Nothing
Blood
siege.
Crown?
Yeah.
Before we start talking about that, let's start our first match, huh? We can just send each other invites.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, in that case, then yeah, I can play anything. I was gonna say if we were doing matches on ranked, then I would have to rule out Shadow Cell because of my own personal rules right now. But we're good.
No, you can do whatever you like. So
Alright.
you just have to have You have to have the card. If you don't have the card, just say you don't have the card, and that's that. But you have most of the cards, I think.
Yeah.
Not all.
I'm missing a lot of legendaries for a Razor Core and Alpha Guard, but other than that, yeah.
Well, time heals all.
Yeah. Eventually. Until you add
all right.
40 new cards.
Yeah, but that's just the start. I mean, you think that's to finish
Oh, I know.
what we start. That is to finish what we started. That does not. Just think of when Cloud Echo comes out.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
You know.
Not worried about
Well,
it. It's just like then I've got to
I
collect
still
a whole
think-
nother faction. Yeah.
Nah, but I still think we'll offer a starter deck, but no one can ever choose Cloud Echo when they join the game. That's
Oh,
what's
gotcha.
Likely, probably not going to change that because that's very difficult to rebuild
Yeah.
all that.
Right.
It'll be you can choose one of these factions, and then all the core factions will be upgrades.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I like to do it the other way, but Cloud Echo. I mean, you have to think about those core factions and how the development of those are a little bit different.
Oh yeah, they're so different. And I can't
Each
imagine a
one-
new player coming in and trying to play Cloud Echo and
No
understanding
way,
it. Yeah.
No. I mean, the reality is, I think, if you think about the plan, how we've approached this. I mean, I understand there's things we need to do better, the tutorial, obviously, and there's aspects of the game. Even teaching the game is something that we have never figured out a way to do it faster, not too much faster. I mean, I think the guys tried some other things at some other shows to speed it along a little bit, but the reality is that it's about a 30-minute learn.
Right.
It
right.
doesn't take long, but that doesn't allow us to cycle a lot of people through. It's not like a dice game where I roll the dice 5 times. Oh, and I know how to play now. But that's the reality of the situation.
Right.
And for us, the way we did it is, I think, really, really smart. It's not, we can always do it better, but it's still smart. Razor and Alpha are different, but balanced.
Yeah.
They're very balanced, and you learn a lot of the core functions with those two factions. And they're really kind of easy rules, more simplistic rules. Alpha's the easiest of all.
Right.
Razor's, slightly more complicated.
That's what I've always told people is Alpha Guard is like it's kind of the what you see, what you get faction. Like there's not a whole lot of trickery to it.
Not in at least the offline game.
Right.
The online
right.
game is beginning to get some, but
Yeah.
but the offline game, it's straightforward. Razor Core introduces you to a little bit more round effect, a little bit more sophistication with the copy cards and things like that. Just enough. Then Dawnlight introduces a lot more of that board mechanic stuff and the
Right.
movement mechanic stuff, and really kind of doesn't go hardcore on the face down round effects. We decided Shadow Cell. We knew Shadow Cell and Dawnlight were the next two. We decided Dawnlight first, even though Shadow Cell was the one I think Josh and I would agree we were both even more excited to do that, just because of the concept and the storyline that we were going to be able to build out. But Dawnlight made sense as the third one because it introduced the board mechanics with a lot of face-up round effects that are less complicated. The face-up ones are pretty direct and everyone can read and understand them.
Right.
Because the face-down become a lot more technically challenging, memorizing and not playing multiple round effects and all the trigger points there. It starts to get more complicated, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it made, that's why we did Dawnlight third and then Shadow Cell. Then we knew after those 4, we first wanted to see where we were after the 4. But once we started thinking about, okay, now the next 4, we want to really explore the world of MoW. We want to start triggering things that aren't normal. We wanted to create mechanics that would blow your mind different, And Cloud Echo made sense because it's the first time you see another icon,
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
first, but it still plays a little bit more like the previous ones, right?
Right.
With this split.
Yeah, with just that interesting, like built-in combos where you have to have something existing
Yeah.
on the board.
Yeah, and that opens your mind to the ability to explore this kind of combo thing, or also building decks based on, structure inside of the faction.
Right.
That's another thing that you got to get your mind around. Now, Edge Hunter, which should be released, I'll be very honest with you. The fact that it's not shipping right now is unknown to me. It should be already shipping. So,
Right.
we don't know. They are being produced, and they should be year. But the old publisher is responsible for getting Edge Hunter out.
Gotcha.
So, we, as far as I'm aware, Josh, did we ever agree to order any ourselves?
No.
We haven't, because they haven't sent us the. They have not sent us the prototypes. And I said I'm not going to order any of even our own. I'm not going to. Everyone will get it. Till I see the prototype, I can't do it because I want to make sure the cards are exact balance and everything.
Right.
And I'm sure they will be, because we've worked. Josh particularly had to work very diligently because it's a different manufacturer.
Yeah. I mean, that was the whole issue. It's just we used a new manufacturer who didn't know our game.
Right.
A lot of back and forth to try to get it as close as we can, so that when they start producing and we see what they're producing, it's hopefully what we need.
And we'll see. I expect it to be. The expectation is there.
Right.
But until we see it, they may get printed and come out and they're perfect. They may get printed, come out, they're slightly imperfect. It doesn't matter because there'll be a deck and they'll be the same size and all that good stuff. But we'd like to see it too.
Yeah.
It's also why we have taken back or asked for and succeeded to get the rights back.
Right.
Because we want to finish Bloodground and we want to do it at our pace. We kind
of see what it's like with things not in our own hands.
Sorry, not to interrupt. Dis was asking a question. I think so. Vij, Josh, and I are going to play some games against each other. So if anybody else wants to play, feel free. We may do some kind of exhibition community games in a minute.
We can play. Whoever's not playing between us can play somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that too.
Just do so we stop.
Well, why don't we get that going though?
Yeah.
Then we can talk some while the games are going on.
Okay, so who's first, guys? Who wants first up? Everybody's pretty much got to play CU at the same time. So.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, well, why don't I go first?
Okay.
So whoever wants to play.
Who's playing? Are you playing him or me?
I'll play first.
Okay, he'll play first, which means I'm just going into the queue.
Cool. Good luck, Dis. So we have to play a different faction every time.
And it's very minimal amount that you have to pick.
Right. So what are we saying? You're picking one legendary and 3 epics, and then the rest are up to...
and the faction.
And the faction. Wait, so...
Yep.
So Josh will pick my faction, 1 legendary and 3 epics. Okay. Go for it, Josh.
I'd say why don't you play Dawn Knight?
Alright. So I have every card for Dawnlight, I think, except for Mechanize. So go for it.
I'll say for your one legendary, Motabellum.
No.
And then was it 2 epics?
3 epics. Your pick.
3 epics. Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Motabellum, by the way, scored me like a ridiculous amount the other day. I had 5 cards and I got like 13, 11, 10, 9, and 7.
Oh, jeez.
All to allies.
Oh.
So when that deck gets more...
Oh, right. Yeah, if you can line it up right.
Yeah. That's why Mechanized you need.
Master.
Okay.
The Cantor.
Yeah.
And Gabriel.
Okay.
Interesting. Good pick.
So, let's see. Josh, why don't we go Shadow Cell for you?
Okay.
We'll just go ahead and get that one out of the way.
That's pretty funny.
I'm trying to think of what legendary to give you, and like I feel like Shadows, like all of their legendaries are really good.
They do have a good balance, I think.
Yeah.
I did my favorite play against Dissinger.
Oh, did you?
I moved the 14 back, moved the -2 towards me, and then Nocturned.
Yep.
That's about my favorite starting move if I can get it.
Yeah, I had one of those earlier today. I still ended up losing.
Didn't I do that? I thought I did that to you earlier.
I did that earlier today against Pepe, and then he ended up crushing me because I didn't. Yeah.
He was laughing. He had both legendaries in his hand.
Oh, I know. Well, and I didn't get a faction play for like the last 4 rounds. It was ridiculous. So let's go Dreadmaster, Josh.
Okay.
Oh, that's a terrible choice.
Yeah.
I hit 6 for 6 earlier today.
And let's see. For epics, we'll do Hollowfall.
I figured honey drop. But I still need to
Sorry, I'm trying to think through all the epics in my head too without leaving this screen. Ghost Cipher and Absorption.
Ooh, that was a nice Grim Order.
Okay.
Alright, let me finish building my deck here.
Oh, but he got a faction. Darn it.
So, I was telling you, I had NCWC put together a deck today, and then we played like 4 games during lunch today. And he crushed me in 3 of the games. Like, he drew Divine Protector and I think Dark Angel in every single game. And Divine Protector got him like the 15 like 3 times from my side of the board.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I just like every game I was like, well, he's not gonna have it again this game. Damn it, he's not gonna have it again. Damn it! Like, it was just bad.
Well, you know it happens. You know it. I know it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I'm not mad about it or anything. I was just like every time I was like, well, this time the luck will work out for me. No.
Nope. Well, my luck didn't work out for me either. I got Grim Order and I played it at the right time with no factions out there. And of course, he got the faction and was able to kill it. And that's the problem with the Grim Order. If it doesn't protect the right card, you're screwed.
Right. Yeah, then you just end up with a big card and a big target on your side.
Well, it's always a problem with that card. I put it in my deck though for fun. I like people going after.
Oh, it's such a fun card. Like,
it's fun. If it pays off and you got these giant things on the board, it just makes the game way more exciting when you have to deal with this huge swing potential. Killing Spree's been doing some damage against me lately.
Yeah.
He hit me with
and Blade Storms. Like, I've been running against people playing that, and they've been getting good procs on it.
Well, Blade Storm. It's interesting because I haven't played that in a long time, and that at one point was like my absolute favorite.
Oh, it can be really good. It's just a matter, like any of the other ones, it's a matter of hitting the cards right. But
yeah, exactly. What to do here? Oh, this seems pretty
actually.
Oh, maybe not. I think I will.
Yeah, it looks like NC was looking for some games too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, anybody watching Hop in Queue? Seems like there's some people on.
Ooh, just what I wanted.
I know Schnauzer said she was doing some work, so.
Not turn again. Alright. So, Josh, y'all are playing? Y'all are good? Y'all are in process?
We are. I'm finishing my deck, and then, yeah, we'll get going.
Very good. So, now we've got... I'll go back to Josh and say, in having the conversations with the guys today, just kind of looking at, and it kind of felt the same way with me. The Blood Crown characters, we absolutely still need to push more. We 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 need to push more. even more towards the medieval, because they don't feel quite medieval enough for me. They have elements, but I think more. We need more capes. Like I said, we need.
They need more capes.
We need more capes.
No capes.
We need more. We need more cowbell, man. More cowbell. Seriously. We need capes. I need fluffy things. I need, crowns, tiaras, jewelry. I need all types of stuff. I imagine these people to be ultimately royal in the highest degree they can. They look beautiful, by the way, apart from that.
Josh, I'm ready when you are. Sorry. You ready now?
I agree.
Cool.
Good.
Alright, we'll see how this deck pans out.
I think I'll do this. I'll just do that for the heck of it. Ooh, which to play? I don't know. I kind of want to see what you got in your hand. Let's see. Crafty Butcher, one of my favorite cards. Always loved Crafty Butcher. Oh, just what oh my god, he's gonna hate me forever. Oh, no one likes to see number 198 and Raven come out in Crafty Butcher.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
I'm not even taking Raven because I don't have a recruit.
Yeah.
So, I'll just throw it away and hope that I get my 22-point card back. I might not, but even so. And the second card is? Nope. I got 2 3s. Son of a gun. Oh,
What was
well.
it? Who was I playing the other day? I can't remember who it was now, but I blue burned them, and they had both Elohim and Azrael in their hand. Yeah.
And you saw one card?
Well, it was blue burn, so I got to pick one to play for. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was nice. It worked out well in my favor.
It's a bit of a tragic situation there.
Yeah.
I got Elohim with Stolen Design the other day.
Ugh.
God, that's those are cards that waste a turn. So
Right.
Actually, I told you that in the past.
Oh yeah.
The Sleight of Hand and Stolen Design, they cost you.
Yep.
They cost you big time in a game like this to have to do it. But if you pull Elohim or you pull one of their legendaries in that, but sometimes Sleight of Hand screws you. Because I pull like a legendary and an epic, and then one from theirs, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, like then what do you do? Yeah. Well, what did one time I played Sleight of Hand and I got both of my legendaries and an epic from my opponent, and I was like, this is like the worst choice ever.
That's the worst. I hate that. Well, this game's pretty close. 73-73, son. How
nice.
close for you? Round 6, and I got the lead. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, so the weird thing about being able to pick between Elohim and Azrael, though, is like, okay, if I take Elohim, he still has an Azrael to destroy everything that I just stole. You know, like, it's kind of a weird situation to be in, but...
Yes, exactly. Well, what I'm hoping he does, I'm set up perfectly. Oh, how do you do that?
Josh, this is kind of an ugly board right now, but...
Interesting move. Interesting move. What does that mean? So I would have gone the -1. Well,
Siege says no matter what, if I win or lose, he's just going to annoy you.
yeah.
And yes, now there. Bladestorm either works great or you just never see anything the entire game.
Look, we're 80-80. This is just moving along at a great pace.
That's what did I have? One game last week, I played some lasting effect and I hit brown, and there was literally one brown card that came out the entire game, and so it was like a complete waste. But that just happens sometimes. Yeah.
Well, I would have taken that 6, but I really need this faction card. I haven't hit a single...
Deep cover.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Make those action
I have to
Yeah.
play this.
It's a good card. It just always
Yeah.
it always hits low for me, so I've just gotten so mad at it so many times.
Well, let's see if I can pull a C. I
Oh.
call C Frisbee. I have a huge row of recruits with Scarecrow, and there's a -1 and -3. I got the -3. I told you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
So-
I knew it.
So for those wondering, Vij and I played a game today. He had 12 cards on his side of the board. I scarecrowed, so everything gets moved to recruits. He had a 0, 2 1s, and then 9 cards between like 3 and 10. And I got the 0 and one of the 1s.
Oh, good.
Well, I literally just got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. 11 cards.
Jeez.
And he has the 15, 13, 7, 7, 6, 5, 6, 2, and -3, and I got the -3.
Wow.
How is that even possible?
I mean, this isn't the play I want to make, Josh, but it's the play I'm going to take anyway.
Okay. See your game. Just give me allies. I like
Yeah, you know, hey.
What's happening here? Oh, he's so provocative. There's what I needed. Okay. Nope.
Randy and I played a game one time, and he had, like, at the end of the game, he had nothing but allies and I think 1 recruit. I was like, what? What happened?
Well, that's what you get. When I didn't get a faction on the last turn,
Oh,
and he
Oh.
and he got the faction on the last turn, so there's no way.
Josh, you ruined my plan.
Already got it.
that was my plan.
What's going on in your game?
He's,
just played
he's putting
an
down a
entire
particularizer in his recruits, that's all.
I played an entire game with about 50 cards on the board.
Oh,
The
jeez.
inventor in round 2 never saw a green. Did not happen. Never got a negotiator. The whole year.
Oof.
Can you believe that? And I pulled the -3. So it was a good game.
I've had that happen.
Results are obviously predetermined on that.
Right.
There's not much you can do. Some games are like that. You basically have no choice in the matter. You just deal with it. Alright, but let's play with a better deck than that one. Let's see. We'll go with else. Where's that card? This one. No. Firewall. I
Good
think
job,
Firewall
Diz.
is a little improvement.
Ooh.
You know, I can be beat. It is totally possible.
Oh, yeah.
It's completely probable, actually.
I would have beaten you earlier if you hadn't hacked the game.
Yeah, right.
That's why it goes down to Argentina.
Right.
Hey guys, can you put
Direct
this in the
access to the
bulletin?
mainframe.
I want to lose whenever I can. Yeah, so one thing I've ruled out is certain decks. In tournaments, I cannot go with decks that I lose too much control.
All right,
Like,
Josh.
when I played the other tournament, Razor Core, my normal Razor Core deck, because even though I have fun with it, it can be beat.
Right.
How are the C charts not so grass rules? Come on, get in here and play. Get online. I'm in a game. If you're not in a game, is he around?
Is who?
I said Siege Hearts.
Oh, he's around. He's watching the stream.
I thought he might be. So
Yeah.
I'm telling him.
He says, because I'm dumb, I hate math. I'm not exactly sure what.
Yeah, but you don't need math in this game. That's the funny thing. It does the math probably better online for him because it does all the math. All you do
Right.
is look for the higher cards and move them to yourself.
It's generally a good move.
That
Yeah.
card, that's generally can work. Just you want bigger cards and give them the smaller ones.
Come on, honey trap.
Oh, honey
Yes.
trap.
Nope. Abduction. And I didn't move anything. Haha.
Dang. You grab the pen.
It worked.
Actually.
See, me assuming it was honey trap actually were. Oh my gosh, that's just brutal.
What round are you guys at?
5.
I think we just played a game in like about 5 minutes.
Oh jeez. I mean, Josh just took 25 from the neutral area, so that.
Josh isn't the fastest player either. Hang on 1 second.
Ooh. Why you want to steal all 3 of my neutral on my recruits? I really like Voiceless Sorrow, and her update was really, really good.
Yeah, for sure. She made it much more playable.
Yep.
Is that your first inventor?
It is the entire game. I mean, what did I play it on round 2?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I think I'm gonna put on Discord?
What's that?
A picture of my dessert.
Oh.
Let's see if I can portrait this guy, because it is good looking. All right, let's Discord my dessert, just for everybody's. Do I leave the channel? No, I stay. Here we go. Discord the dessert. I'm just putting a blind dessert on the front in the community.
Ooh.
Somebody, whoever tells me what's in this dessert.
It's like I did that artwork and I don't have that card.
Which card?
The Learn Shaman.
Oh, yeah.
For the siege
Ooh.
for the win.
Is that like a sopapilla of some sort?
No, not even close.
No?
This,
I mean,
this is Argentina, not Mexico.
Well, I know, but that's why I said of some sort, because I imagine it's similar. It looks delicious, but I have no idea. I'm assuming there's caramel in it, yeah.
There's only a little bit of caramel. That is not caramel, my friends. That is apple.
Ah.
That is a crepa manzana.
Good luck, Siege.
It is a thinly sliced apples inside, basically baked into a crate with ice cream and caramel on top.
Nice.
Total cost something like $1.50.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god!
Can you order one of those to come to my house?
I'll DoorDash it to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh. Assuming she draws well, there's no telling. That's pretty good.
By the way, they only serve this to me because I'm in Reservoir.
Oh.
You know, that's Schnauzer does, but
23-point metabolism, that's not too bad.
D-chart, you're winning. 15-0. You're killing me. He says he doesn't know how to play.
What in the world are you banging on?
Sorry. I'm going to town on this thing. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me reposition it to the table.
Yeah, I feel like I got to fight, but it's like 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Did he play? Did I? Are we still doing something?
We're still doing something. I don't know what we're doing. All right.
Siege Heart, what are you doing? Don't run out of time. You got 40 seconds left. Look at the timer. Now, next time, make the play
do
back.
this.
Just ask the question. Chat with me. Here. I add to friends. And you can just tell me any questions.
Okay.
27. You're killing me, man. What do I do with all this? What is that?
That's my daughter.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey.
I thought it was like culture.
Trip it out a little bit. Go. Wait a second.
She ran away.
Yeah.
Okay, so Siege Heart is killing me. 27 to 11 in round 2.
Who's in first?
He is. I'm getting
Yeah.
killed. On top of that, my faction play, I got no points
Yeah.
at all. I hate sleight of hand isn't performing very well. So back to some of our discussion. Josh, you agree with me on the blood count, or you don't agree with me?
Oh, I agree with you.
Okay.
What on the?
I guess I want to.
Siege, you're in the wrong voice channel. If you want to join the voice, let me hold on, because we're in the voice channel on my server. So let me drop a link real fast for everybody.
Siege wants to get in it. And by the way, if I play anybody and I either lose really bad or win really bad, it's okay. Either way.
Here's a link to my Discord, Siege. I put it in the community channel. Hop in there and you can join my voice chat.
He's decimating me. 54 to 14.
Jeez.
I'm getting absolutely hammered. Hammered.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's like
But you're winning.
random-
That's all that matters.
well, you're winning, right? So, winning is good. Ooh, I finally got an inventor. It was 2 games and seven rounds since the inventor worked. You don't know what you're doing? You're playing faction cards.
Josh, why is there only one faction card in the middle here? This is...
Oh, look. Mesra. I haven't seen Mesra in a while.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've been wondering where he was.
He's online.
Yeah. No, I just now saw him log in.
Tell him to join the stream. Alright. What is this? Oh, I forgot I get to get rid of one of these. And I that one. So, you like that? You didn't need Raven, did you?
Raven?
I don't even know what you did. I'm just watching some card disappear.
Raven's overrated, right?
Do you use the discards to look at the factions? Do you go to the discard pile?
I sometimes use it.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
Anything we can do to, to show you any of the ropes you might not be sure about. Absolutely best time for you to ask. There is no better time. You get to learn from the best, which is see you frisbee, obviously.
Right. Oh. Okay, Kitana. I mean, at least I'm gonna get a big card out of it. But, well, big-ish.
My favorite thing in the world. Please
no.
give me window dressing, please. I want window dressing so bad. Damn it. That's the worst possible card. Sometimes when you refaction and get Raven, it's not the best thing that ever happened to you.
Right.
Dang, almost pulled it off, I think.
Oh.
I think you got it, though.
It's not the worst.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, the -2 puts me at 83. So then I can take your 8. That puts me at
And it's not the worst. Wait, did you
99.
just trade an old man for an old?
That puts me at 103, but then there's no gray.
Right.
If there were a gray on the board anywhere. Yeah.
Hey, Siege, you just did some. I just did something in the game that I've never done before.
95. It's
I've
102. Like the same thing with the -1. Like, it's not quite enough.
Are y'all close?
Well, it's round 8, and Josh
Oh,
is up
no.
by 18
Oh.
points.
It's no.
It could have been worse. Could have
uh, why does that card exist?
been. Everybody say the same thing. Why
Come
does
on.
the military commander exist? Well, that is
Yeah.
a question for everybody.
The thing should be -10.
I hate him. I hate him. But you know what? On occasion,
Josh, this is
he does
terrible.
pay off.
Because the only faction card out is like, there's no positive to it.
Right. Still has to-
Horrible.
Just get 7 points.
Right.
We'll see.
Okay, fine, I'll play it. I don't like it.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, that worked out.
This is. So I have
Oh,
2
I'm
plus
back.
5 minus 5s.
Ouch.
It's close. It's close.
Oh,
though.
what is it? Do you have F the man?
I have F the man, which would make it a 1-point game.
Yep.
No,
I also have Finding Faith, but because of the only faction card that was out there, I had to mess up my Loyalist row, which would have been 15 points. My only choice is a Hail Mary on your Loyalist with Black Mirror. And I got it.
What happened?
My only option was Black Mirror. Everything else was a loss, so I threw Black Mirror on his Loyalist because he had Particulizer in his recruits, and I hit a
Yeah.
blue to take the Undercover Merc.
Oh,
But he had, like, as long as I hit something in his Loyalists, I won, but he only had 3 cards there, so... Good game,
so
Josh.
the
That was
odds were
close.
not in your favor.
No, they were not in my favor. Katniss
Absorption
would have
is
been very
also
disappointed
one
in my
of
choices.
Scary card. But I knew you had it. So. What are you going to absorb? My choice.
Of course.
Or is it 8? 1 of each? Or are you 2 of mine, right?
2 of yours, yeah.
So who's that? So I guess we're...
I never play.
We gotta wait on them to finish, and then we can play.
We're in round 6.
Okay.
Just hopping into a regular queue.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wonder. One of us could go ahead and hop in queue, and then the other one can wait on them to finish. So.
Ouch, that's tough.
While we're... I guess so... Vij and I'll play then?
Yeah.
Vij, what faction? You can't pick Dawnlight.
I'm sure Siege is tired of seeing Raven.
I hate Raven. This game should be called That's So Raven at this point.
Now I have to do that. I have to still give you points on
Oh.
the loyalty.
Mm.
I made a trade earlier, and I now have them both.
Oh,
I
jeez.
traded Gutter Punk for Homeless Guy. Really? Okay?
That's a good trade.
Grammatically correct.
Because of the second Raven, which was my Raven, I then traded. I was forced to trade back for my Homeless Guy, or the Gutter Punk, a higher value card. So it's weird. I have them both, and I traded them for each other. I've never done that.
Wow.
That's very weird.
So, for anybody watching or hanging out, I think Josh said he was jumping in queues. If you want to match, go for it.
Yeah, we're almost done. We are almost home free.
So we got our Gen Con ribbons.
Yeah!
We're handing out ribbons.
Those look sweet. But you said there's going to be a riddle involved in being able to get one?
Well, yeah. So.
Oh my.
Anyone.
That's
new to the
a
game.
pee homeless man.
Anyone who's new to the game, we're just gonna.
What kind of homeless
this
man to
game-
bug you?
This
Gotcha.
game is called the homeless guy game. That's what this game is called.
It went from Raven to homeless, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he pulled the 22 homeless guy back out, and then I contended right back in. Katana came in for me. That 22 card is floating around. I'm just scared somehow it's a black card, and we both have shadows, so something could.
Schnauzer Mezera is actually in Discord. He is Ned Sheeran. I don't know if he's hanging out or listening or anything like that right now.
How are we doing on the on your cast on your Twitch?
What do you mean?
Got a few people in there.
We've got 3 people watching right now. So
Well, that's good.
yeah,
In and out.
I'm one of them.
yeah, we had 5 people at one point, but not sure
they
where
had
the
to do
fuck.
homework.
I'm sorry.
That was probably
Here, I'll tell you what.
one of my buddies who got tired of us talking, and I don't know who else, so.
Here's what we're gonna do. because
Hey, I
I've
just saw
already
Rod
won the
log
game.
on.
I'm gonna end the game C chart in the most appropriate fashion. You ready for this? So
Another-
He's gonna Raven it.
No. I'm simply gonna take the 22 homeless guy to my house.
The 22 homeless guy.
I'm gonna take him and the other homeless guy together to my house in the game. Now we played out a double homeless guy infiltration to him.
Oh my gosh.
It was deserving of a fitting ending, which it did have. So. Now, what did you not understand about that game? Did the results seem to be right in line with what we should expect? Right? You're level 1. You did very well.
Yeah.
So what
what's up?
did you know? What did you? Oh wait, I gotta
Yeah.
play. You gotta pick my cards for me. Sorry.
Well, you've got to pick
We'll
mine too.
move on.
So
I'm starting to pick it up now. I've played like 3 games.
yeah.
Pick it up.
there's a learning
It
curve,
takes
but
some time.
All I know is
It takes some time.
fear the homeless man, fear the Raven.
Homeless guy?
that's a good
Homeless
rule.
guy.
So so when I was fairly new to the game, like V just gave me a really hard time because I pretty much played Raven in round 8 like almost every game we played because I just one, I had her, and 2, she's really good. But then I think there were like 4 or 5 straight games that basically the game came down to who controlled the Paragon at the end of the game. That was who won the game because every game was like less than 15 points for a while. So you can have streaks like that, and yeah, Raven's a really good card.
Raven's good, but I don't use her all the time anymore, and I know how to do
Right.
her very well.
Right.
So I look for anybody who has Shadow Cell to have Phantom Moon and Raven. Now, if you don't have
Yep.
those cards, which most people like to play with them, I typically like to play with cards that other people aren't used to.
Yeah.
Just simply because they don't expect it. So I might have one of them, not one of those cards in my hand, but I almost never play with Phantom Moon. Only because she's really powerful. I mean, look, all the base decks are powerful. There's no doubt we have given all the users that come into the game very powerful decks. You can win with the base deck. But the advantage of having the additional cards, the other cards, is simply throwing people off.
Right.
But once you learn the mechanics of each card and you get used to it, once you're like very familiar with it, then you begin to open your mind to the other possibilities of what combines with it. For example, Trenchcoat and Black Shade are 2 phenomenal cards if you can get
Oh,
them.
they're so good together.
So good, but you have to learn how to do that. Like, I like throwing the Messenger in there and then using cards that can move things to Loyalists for Dawnlight so that my recruit row stays empty.
Right.
And I spend round after round with the move. Sometimes I bypass factions to move cards to get them and build my Loyalist row up, empty my recruit row, but only if I get the Messenger early.
Right.
Messenger is one of the most powerful cards in the game, but very hard if you don't get her early, because you got to be lucky that you were setting it up, and you can't plan for it. So.
Siege says you're speaking Maldarin.
Yeah. So here, let's pick our cards. First of all, you can pick my deck first. It's fine.
So wait, what did you? Oh, you haven't played yet. Okay. You know what? I like you. Let's go Razor Core. Just because.
You want to get it out of the way too.
Yeah.
Now, give me the cards.
They're all so good.
Razor Core's another one.
Yeah. Let's go Chairman. Just to put some randomness in there.
Well, you definitely do with Chairman.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Community Marauder.
My favorite.
Factional Mayhem.
Very powerful.
Ugh. And Violent Deceiver.
Okay.
They're all good cards. They're
I can live with all those.
yeah.
I'll keep these pretty locked to what they are. I really need this one, but
So what are you picking
Okay.
for me?
pretty easy. You're going Alpha Guard,
Okay.
and I don't like you. So we're gonna go.
I have-
Cobalt.
I only have 3 legendaries. So I have Mystic, Vapor, and Blueburn. Yeah, that's my problem with both Razor Core and Alpha Guard. I only have 3
now I
legendaries
see
for
how
each
you're
right
playing
now.
the game. I see how you're playing the game. No, you have Cobalt. Watch this.
Oh. Beep beep boop boop.
No, first of all, I love Cobalt, so it's not enough.
I do too. Yeah,
But
I just don't have
here's
him
the
yet.
plan. Okay, you go Dawn Light. Dawn Light. Then.
I already did Dawnlight.
Oh,
That was my first game.
all right, let's go. Let's go Razor Core.
Okay.
Who do you not have in Razor Core?
I have 4 legendaries in Razor Core. Third Eye, Dark
And,
Scar, Scarecrow, Red Sky.
Oof, I don't like Razor Core either. Go. Go.
So Shadow Cell.
Go to Shadow Cell. Shadow Cell, please.
I don't have Watcher and I don't have Blackshade.
The 2 of my favorites. Okay.
Yeah, I
want
know,
you to
right?
I want you to use the Watcher and Black Shade.
I don't. I mean, if you're gonna give it to me.
No, let's go Suffocator.
All right.
And then on the epics, I want you to go Max Shelling, Absorption, and Hollow Fall. Now,
So
this
I have a
Hollow
deck put together already that has those cards in it. Should I just use it?
Fall- Probably. Now, the thing is, Hollow Fall in the next update is going to get better.
Oh, I know.
You know, when she can pull 2 Afterlife cards, you can take her instead of the other ones. It's less. Now it becomes a little less predictable what Afterlife cards you're going to take.
Siege, was it you that I played that deck against the other day? I think it was. So. Yeah, so there's
I was tweeting.
Suffocator.
you murdered
Yeah.
me.
The Absorption, Hollow Fall. Wait,
Negative
what?
27. Oh, thanks.
Oh no, this deck doesn't have Max in it.
You declined my challenge.
I did, because I'm still building my deck. Hold on. I'm gonna use this deck, but I'm just gonna switch out a card for Max real fast.
I might switch a card out too.
Okay. I just had to, like I said, I had a deck that basically had all those cards in it already, so I just had to switch it out. So, alright, now I'm ready.
It was so funny playing your friend earlier. I gave him
Oh,
every,
yeah.
every opportunity to win. I really did.
He was learning.
I tried my hardest. I really did.
Is he worse than me?
What's that?
Was he
He,
worse than me?
I think he
Oh.
literally started the game. I don't even think he played the AI once, and he jumped in the queue,
No.
and then he got Pepe, he got Mowman, and he got, who was the third one? He played somebody else.
Yeah, he played Pedestrian.
Yeah,
Sounds like my experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know those videos that say the something experience? That should be the
Right.
one for Master Wheels. The Master Wheels experience. Queue up.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, it's you know, the first time you play the game, you know, if you don't play the AI a little bit and kind of explore it. Another thing that's really good is just to watch the videos. some of even the board game videos, just to get a feel for, the mechanics.
I'm
But
starting to understand anymore. It's not too
you'll
bad.
get it. It's really, really easy. Like the base understanding of the game. Once you realize you move cards, there's different colors, they influence each other. There's a faction icon on your starting card, or there isn't. There's draw icons on the starting card, or there isn't, and there's point values, and you need more points than your opponent. The
Right.
basics are pretty basic. It's when you dive deeper,
Card
when you
knowledge.
start once you finally realize that, and you get all that, and it starts to, then you dive into the factions. And honestly, I don't know how long it would take for someone else to fully know how. I mean, to connect all the faction cards, because it's really an indefinite possibility. I've played the game 5,000 times at least.
Right.
I mean, in my life, obviously, and I told you, I never have ever swapped a homeless guy for a gutter bomb. It's never happened. So, yeah, it's so true.
It's a
that
true champion.
You'll never play the same game twice. Never. Even the
No.
bad games, you'll never play it again. It's impossible. It's winning the lottery if the game ever happened the same. I cannot invite you. What's going on?
I sent you an invite, but apparently it didn't go through. Try now.
Okay. There you go.
There we go.
So, Callaway, what are you doing?
Right now I'm playing
He's playing.
Robofall.
Yeah.
Who?
Rob.
Robofall. Rob.
Oh, Rob. Oh,
He's drawing circles around him.
Robofall? You're playing Robofall? I forgot.
Round 6. He's going first.
Ooh.
83.
Are you losing? Because Rob's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm down by 9, but I'm going second too.
He is pretty
Well, I'll
good.
tell you what.
Well,
I played first position most of the day today, and I won almost every time. I did not win that last game. I am now. It's official. It's the round effects are truly affecting the advantage.
Yeah.
And
Oh, definitely.
Pretty soon, it's going to be gone. Going to be gone. I'm watching the stats. It's pretty awesome. Okay, CU Frisbee. Well, hate to say it, but there's really no good option for me. I like to go first.
I know you do.
Do it. But I'm not
Me
for
too.
that. It is a disadvantage until a slight disadvantage unless you have a good setup. So you have to be careful about taking it just to take it. You've got to I just gave him a 6-point move isn't good enough for me.
Yeah.
I need a little bit a better jump start, but I guess I didn't get many good options there. But this isn't too bad, I suppose. What'd you play? Round effect?
You know.
Good to me. I'd take an 8-point honey trap.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No, I don't want to kill my own two.
I don't want to play this card. Okay, let's see what we got in my deck.
No, not Mind Swipe.
I like Mind Swipe.
Oh, it's so good.
Your Shadow Cell, what we got here? Oh, I think I must play this right now. This is very nice.
But I
Thanks
just
for
killed that
asking.
8.
I mean, that's really too nice
Ugh.
of an afterlife.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
You picked the card and you killed the 8. So that was all you. That play you owe yourself.
So far, this game is looking very lopsided.
I don't know. You're in the first position. Slight advantage. So, a couple things on the update. There are 15, now not all new, but 5 of them are just updated cards. There's 15 updated skins, 10 of them are brand new skins.
Oh, nice.
We have skins such as the Apocalyptist is coming to Activist. We have Skin Carver, should be in Union. I'm just doing them off the top of my head. We've got a bunch of new law enforcers coming out. There's an updated Street Enforcer, not Street Enforcer, but the Resistor, a slightly better version because it doesn't fit real well. We have the Rogue Hunter, I think it's her name. She's on the same level as the Bounty Huntress.
Okay.
And one more. Cool one. It has 4 characters on it, and it's the Shock Troopers.
Oh, cool.
That one's gonna be cool. All right.
Speaking of which,
I'm gonna give you these 2 things to make our game a little bit more balanced.
Interesting.
It was just nice. It was nice of me. It was let's balance the game out, have a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to just take over.
Of course not.
I'm nice like that. I prefer comebacks. At this stage, you got to entertain yourself.
I mean, based on where your cards are right now, I'm doing this.
Yeah, it's not a bad play, but...
Yeah, I generally like to put it on recruits, but you don't have any recruits, so...
Nope, I don't have nothing. I have a horrid hand at the moment, but not entirely bad.
I hadn't reported it. Oh, gosh. Damn you, manipulator.
I kind of feel like I have Black Shade on my team.
Right? What was it? I was playing against you the other day when I stole your Black Shade, and then I drew my Black Mirror, and I was like, well, that's useless now.
Yeah. Well, that really pissed me off, because it was like the one legendary card. I had nothing, and I needed something.
Right.
And then you steal Black Shade, and at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this test game.
Right.
I'm going to try all types of weird stuff, because there is no hope. I had nothing. I knew, because I had built the deck for testing, and I had no removal cards.
Right.
You stole my Black Shade, so not only could I do nothing, I didn't have a legendary, I also had nothing to remove. So that was kind of hopeless. But I'm okay with that. The thing is, Master of Wills is a game of, you've got to take your lumps sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You want to win. You want to win more than you lose. That's what you want to do.
No, sounds like something bad happened to Josh.
Was that a glitch? Bug?
What?
So, Rob just played Reformer, assuming he was trying to reset the value on my 36 card. It didn't work, I don't think.
Yeah, we've seen that happen before.
We have, but sometimes it does work. So
Right.
I think that's the thing about that card, is it's a reformer, and some people aren't really truly going to reform.
Well said, sir.
Let's talk ourselves into it not being a bug.
Right.
Really?
I'm sure we.
Which? I don't know. We're gonna do that one.
Well, I don't like that. I'm not a big fan.
No, I was gonna say it seems like some of the graphics for some of the community skins are bugged.
Just one or 2.
I think 2, yeah, is what I've seen, but yeah. Yeah, give me that 9.
I'm just moving things around, my friend. I'm just moving things around.
He said it didn't give him an option to choose, though.
Yeah, so that's what I think we had played one before, and it was the same. It was like round 8, and he was going to play Reformer, and he should have gotten the win. And yeah, it did the same thing.
Well, just reported. We've seen Reformer have a couple weird things go on with it. It's hard because some cards, they work, and then you have a moment where the card just has a problem, and
Right.
We just have to continue to fine tune them. And most of the cards work fine. There's very few that have legitimate problems, but outside of the things in the AI we're about to start rebuilding. But yeah, Reformer's one that doesn't get a lot of tests either.
Oh, right.
You're really setting things up for me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Sure, you want to play that Inventor?
That's really all I had.
Okay. Then I agree.
You just want to play your own inventor. Let's see how this
I'm
goes.
I'm just enjoying playing a bunch of crazy cards and seeing if I can win. I have a play that I've always wanted to do, and it never pays off. And I just decided that this particular game, since I had it first, I'm gonna wait all game to see if there's ever an opportunity to make it work.
Gotcha.
We'll see. We shall see. All right, so back to some discussion. So we talked about the skins. We have a bunch of the new cards. I love Escape Plan. I think it's awesome.
It's
I love
crazy.
I love it. It's very difficult to really. I don't know. It's. I wouldn't say it's difficult to put it out, but when we did back to back,
yeah,
that was
that's I'm still curious because that bugged out or something weird, right? We still need to fully test that.
It didn't. It was me changing the cards out.
Oh, right.
On our test server, there's a control console that you can press. I think it's the back arrow or something. It's one of these things. And it come out, and you can actually tell it what card to put first.
Welcome, Schnauzer.
Hey, Schnauzer.
Is she on?
She
Yes,
is.
I am.
Oh, good. I can hear you. Hey, how are you?
I'm done writing reports, so I'm very happy.
Oh, no.
I'm happy for you. What am I gonna do here? Let's see. You wanted to pick him.
Hey, I gave you that card.
Here's the second card you gave me.
Yep.
9, nothing, nothing, and nothing. Very epic of you.
You get nothing and you like it.
I got a 9, and she's
You did.
She's one of my favorite.
No.
I like it. Climate changer.
A lot of people in here now.
Yeah, everyone.
Oh, no.
Is everyone here? Is this
I
everybody?
think so. This is
yeah, a lot of people
all
here.
extroverts right now.
Right.
Pretty much sounds like everyone I know is here.
Hi.
And everyone I care about is here because we have Razor Core here too, represented well.
Oh no.
Damn
Oh, no.
Skippy.
Meanwhile, I think I'm about to get my ish pushed in by good old Josh here.
Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. So see,
Okay.
I can do this.
Wait, what just
That
happened?
goes on top. And then we draw it, and I get the inventor.
No
proc.
way, every time, man. Military commander, are you kidding me?
Oh, dude.
Oh,
We're gonna see it.
military
we're gonna
commander is
see
so brutal.
Let's see what happens here.
I've never been able to use it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. All right. So I feel like there's a law enforcer versus government.
Really?
battle going
Yeah,
on.
right. Yeah.
I feel like the
If you're
law-
actually looking at the stream, my recruits is all government minus one
Holy crap.
activist.
and I am all law
and
enforcement.
Veej has all law enforcement on his
We're
side,
about
minus.
to see- we're about to see.
Oh my god.
We're about to see 2 back-to-back plays that should be interesting. Let's start with this
Alright,
one.
so
and see
chairman, yeah. I figured that was
this
coming.
is not the one that I've been planning on, but let's see. And the answer is Bluebird.
Oh, well, it's not going to do a lot of great stuff for you.
It's not going to do that. Oh, are you kidding me? You got to be.
I mean, you can try trench coat.
Nice.
It might work.
I'm
out.
gonna change. I'm turning your whole government against you. Here it goes. The government.
We got one orange.
Yeah, I see it. Come on, orange.
Two orange. Three.
Three.
Oh.
My
Oh.
God.
And the
Whoa.
blue. Okay. Yeah, that trench coat just wrecked me.
Wow.
Absolutely
Thank you,
wrecked me.
Chairman. Oh, look at the flip in that gang. Holy
Ouch.
crap. The chairman trench coat combo comes through just like I planned.
Right.
The chairman blueburn trench coat combo.
Is it a honeypot? It's firewall.
Oh my God.
Fire.
That was just wrong, Beej.
That was so awesome. I gotta.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
I wasn't going to be moving any cards in the middle anyway.
I mostly just want to protect that 31.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, you did protect it, and I just played that.
Oh, see you, Frisbee. You were leading the charge. But I'm
I was.
I'm still playing my last play no matter what happens. I have to, even if I'm losing.
That firewall.
I have to kill the 13 to have any chance here. Aha!
Whoa, you got the 13? What the hell?
Yep.
Oh,
and your inventor.
the inventor ties the game.
Right.
Well, there's only one choice.
That was such a close game.
It still is a close game.
Yeah, until the chairman wrecked me. That's.
He did wreck me. But let's see what I. This is really what I've been wanting to do. So I played every single card you picked for me except for one.
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's go brown. Come on, brown. Or
green. Oh my gosh. This game.
Wait,
I
what?
swear. This game.
Look at that. Look, I completely. First of all,
Or was there an 8? Oh, I had the 8.
by the way, I planned that out.
No, I know.
I planned to play those cards when I played them. Now, I didn't plan the blue burn thing, obviously, but.
The chairman and the blue burn. Oh.
I want to see. I have got to see the match round by round on this thing.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. I mean, it was good until it flipped in round 7, and then it was just over.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome! I cannot wait. You need to pull that up.
Oh, I pulled it up. It's ugly.
Oh, look at that! It's like a roller coaster. It went straight up. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is insane. Look at how big the gap is between rounds 2 and 6.
Yep.
It's just expanding, and then chairman.
A ridiculous chairman who hit.
Wow. Wow.
That firewall messed me up so hard.
It really kind of set the pace for me, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Firewall is a card that I have not been able to get to work for me yet.
Basically, he played it, and I set myself up for Raven and totally forgot that it protects his highest point card. So I played Raven, and I couldn't swap my 4 for it.
Yeah.
That's actually a really nice use for Firewall. I've always found that every time I play it, it protects my highest card, and then somehow the opponent moves all the other cards that they want.
Right, right.
Doesn't really do anything. But it is a good thing if you need protection on a card. Like, that's
On a specific
It
card,
let him
yeah.
bank 31 points because he played Phobia on a card that was going to sit in his loyalist for 1 turn.
Oof.
And then he lucked out and he drew 2 cards from my deck and got the firewall.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he crafted into it?
Yeah.
you should combine Firewall, though, with Absorption. That's
actually a really good idea. Huh.
That's a really good combo. I haven't done it. I haven't done it yet, but I've been trying to. I don't play with Absorption much because there's enough protection.
Right.
But if you can now have Firewall to protect her, right?
I need to
right
fix
after,
that deck.
Might be good.
That was...
Absorption is
God dang it. I hate this. I selected a different card and it decided to play the card next to it.
What are you?
But
What
the-
device are you playing on? Phone or?
I'm playing on
tablet?
BlueStacks, so it might have been a BlueStacks issue is the issue.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I've had that issue in
That's-
the past on both. I mean, both on my phone and on BlueStacks and Nox, and
Well,
it's just a matter of.
you guys are gonna get to see a whole new world, days or day, because the new interface is 25% bigger. You're gonna be able to see things at a 25% greater size rate. So, and we're about to start the. Oh God, just thinking about it is destroying me on the inside. But we are gonna start the process of migrating.
Oh, and you got my cloak and dagger.
The faction cards are going to be converted into like the community cards, layered. So we essentially have to redo everything. Not the code, just I have to set all them up. The system builds them rather than them being images. And we're probably going to go to a more format of you see the faction card, when we click it, you'll have an interface come up with all the info on the card rather than
I
That'd be
can't do
nice,
anything
yeah.
about that. Like that, I think that's going to seal this game because you're going to be able to bank that, and it doesn't matter what's on the field at that point.
Well, you'll see.
Uh-oh. Josh is saying we'll see. When he's saying we'll see, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, right.
If Josh Calloway says we'll see, knowing him,
I'm just trying to be nice.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. He's such a nice guy that you know when he's talking shit because he's actually being super nice. I really, really, really hope you do good. That's just serious. That's how his shit talking goes. Should I? I'm not playing, or I have to play Callaway next.
Yep. Yeah. I think it
All
sounds
right,
like
so
you
I'm
guys are
1-0,
close to
and
the end.
Did you beat Josh?
Yeah, so I'm 1-1.
So if I beat Josh, and you guys are both 1-1.
Yep.
No,
Well, I'm 1-1. He's 0-1. So yeah, it depends on how this goes.
Depends on how this goes.
Yeah, how your game goes, I guess.
It really just depends on if I feel like letting Josh. Are you at the end of your game, Josh?
Around 6.
Oh, jeez. Let's play some 4-man free-for-all. See you while we wait.
I'd love to, but that would take like all night.
Yes. Callaway, why don't you just tell me what deck you want me to use? And it can't be...
What deck you use with... Okay, so you just played with... What did you just play with?
I cannot play with Razor Bolt.
Okay. Yeah, let's say it's go Alpha Guard.
Can't go Alpha Guard. Because I played with it.
Okay, so you can't go Razor or Alpha.
No, I mean, you could go Alpha, but the idea is don't go Alpha, or you're kind of chickening out, because you know that Alpha is I don't suck, but 50% loss is still suck. Alright, I'll tell you what, you can do it. Go ahead and do it. Pick the card. Go ahead. Use my strategy against me. Okay, so you pick Blue Burn for the Legendary, and for the Epics. I never, ever would pick Blue Burn against me. I actually wouldn't. I don't like playing Alpha Guard because Blue Burn exists.
I would say... I'm gonna say Maven.
Okay, Maven it is. You got it.
Oh, sweet. Make the -4 into a -8.
Which what card? Okay, Maven. Got it.
Bad investment.
Sounds like a bad
Maven,
investment.
And then 3 Epics. Let's go with Blitz.
Okay.
Then Facer. And... You have Criterion, right?
I can put him in.
Yeah. I was trying to remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
right.
problem. I will do that, and I will do this.
Getting real tired of that glitch. Okay.
Which glitch?
Again, it's the blue stack selecting the card next to the one I told it to. When
Can
it
you
even
not-
let me.
You can't drag. It doesn't drag out.
Yeah, I did drag it out, and it looked like the card until I released, and all of a sudden, Katana was the one that it said I played.
Got it. Okay.
Good game,
That's
Snap.
weird.
That's definitely going to be that interface.
I have
for
not
sure.
seen. I haven't really
It
seen it
doesn't
do that very often. But yeah.
Well, it could happen it could happen in an emulator.
Right.
That's definitely an emulator thing, not because it can't happen in the physical when moving it. It
Right.
could in an emulator, I assume. Because we can't test for that. But...
Right. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick, but then I'll hop in queue and play anybody who is not taking part and stuff.
Really?
I'll be right back. No, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's gonna be game.
How'd it go?
Back-to-back
Good game, Snap.
phobias really hurt,
Oh yeah, that's
especially
Wait, what?
especially when he gets the one card from my deck that protects his first one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a combo that I'd like that.
That's a combo Razor Corp shouldn't have access to, but he managed to get it because of
Your
because
deck.
yeah, because of my deck.
Yeah, I mean you're right. Razor Corp should not have that. And the thing is, we haven't published this, and we probably won't because we don't want to shift anyone. But we are internally we track it, and we can tell you without a doubt what's really amazing is the win rate of each faction is within like 2-3 points of each other. So like I think Dawnlight has a win rate of 50.88 or something like that, and Shadow So has a win rate of 49.98. So it's like almost identically 50-50. It's insane. Razor and Alpha are also close in that rate. I don't remember exactly. They're all almost perfect in balance, and it's crazy because you have to, in that balance includes new players that don't know how to play, veterans that know how to play, and it's still yet a balance. We're not. It's an incredible mechanical achievement, to be honest with you. And one day, when we have hundreds of thousands of people, will show something. When I have more data, I just need bigger sets of data. But it's just crazy. And then you see these crazy matches, and you realize you can always come back, and it's always possible. You can't always do it, but there's always a path. Cards that you have, there's always a possibility. And
yeah,
that's what makes the game so exciting.
All right, I'm back.
You can play 8 rounds. You don't have to. Even if you're down, there's hope. There's always hope.
Yeah.
And that's what I want in a game. Is I hate games where I'm like 2 rounds in and I'm done. I know I'm done, and there's no way in this world. But I'm down 100 points. I think what was it? C Frisbee said he was down 116 points or something.
Yeah.
In one round or 114.
Yep.
And it was his last play.
Yep. Well, and it was one of those things. I mean, it was a like stars aligning kind of thing. Like the perfect card came out on the board to move some other stuff. I drew the exact right card, and then with Raven play, it drew a low enough card that Pepe didn't take the lead again. But like it was just it was perfect.
But it's rare.
Right, it's rare, but again, it's like it's one of those like don't give up because shit, yeah.
If I could teach anybody that, if I could get on with every new user that comes into the game and tell them, please, all you have to do is just keep playing through the game and learn the game. By the time you get it, which is usually you can get it within a game or two, you'll get it. You won't know everything, but then just realize that you're never out of it. It makes a huge difference to your mindset of how to take on a game. That's the problem with games nowadays. A lot of these games are so, whether they're pay to play kind of thing, and you have to have these great cards to be able to keep up. or whether there's just games like that more so often than not, you have to. It's just you're not going to have a path to win, but you have a path. You just have to find it, and you have to really be good strategically over time. You get really good at it. All right, Josh, I pick your deck.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Totally Siege. I'm sitting in queue if you want another game, Siege.
What did you play already, Shadow Cell?
Yeah.
I'm down. All right.
What cards do you not have in Dawnlight?
Go easy on me.
Dawnlight. Maybe one or two epic.
Queuing up. Let's see.
Cool.
Okay.
Might take
so
us a
I
minute,
want-
but I've been in queue for a little while, so it should be pretty,
I want you to
pretty fast.
take the Messenger.
Så la vi vant, altså.
I want you to take the Heretic.
Well, that's just one legendary.
Yes, but I'm just telling you what I want you to do. I'm not telling you have to. I'm just take the Messenger.
Do it.
And on the Epic side, I would like to take Gabriel. Go ahead and take the Missionary and take Divinity. You can figure out the rest. You made me take
Matchmaker,
off.
matchmaker, make me a match.
There's a lot of people online.
There it
Oh,
goes.
found a match. It's probably you.
Probably. Considering I also found one right then.
There we go. Two greens don't make it right.
Oh, what to do? What to do? We'll swap that out. See what we get. That's good.
Why
There we
am
go.
I?
Okay, I get it.
Okay,
Interesting.
so if there was one card on each, you could just give
Oh.
I'll leave my hand
other
showing.
faction.
It doesn't matter.
If the other faction doesn't have this one card on each faction, you would just destroy and everyone played against you. What would it be? And
Wait, what are you asking?
No, I'm saying if you could destroy one in every faction, the 8 being played against you, what would that card be for each?
For Alpha Guard, it might be Allied Soldier.
Okay.
For Dawnlight, it would probably be Elohim. Wait, you're breaking up a little bit, Beach.
Gotta give you that.
Yeah.
Take that. And that.
Yeah. Yeah. As well.
Take it easy on I have like negative 200 points already.
Nah.
I don't even know if you can go negative. I just know that.
Oh, you can. You need to
can.
see. Oh, Veej had a picture one time of one guy. Oh, okay. That was a lucky black mirror.
Negative 31.
Yeah, whatever that game was. Their final score was in the negatives for both of them.
Oh, that's right.
We had the negative 31, negative 10.
Yeah.
Seems impossible. But it's not.
No.
That's what
I'm trying here. Go easy on me, friends.
Oh, you're doing good. You're doing good.
I'm trying to win back the favor of my people.
In order to do that, you must first sing us the song of your people.
Yes.
I'm Cuban, so you don't want to hear that. And it's not La Cucaracha.
No. Can't not take that move right now.
Good. Good. Oh, man.
But you're gonna hate this play.
I can already tell I'm gonna hate it. I think my will has been crushed.
Well, soul
Time to
crushing
play
is,
the lovely game of Chained.
Interesting?
Chained is an interesting game.
Oh.
It's like a mini-
Chain can be your best friend or your worst enemy sometimes.
Yes. You still have 4 cards, right? So there's that. Ooh. That's nice.
So that 9 is really good for you right now, Siege.
Yeah, I was looking at that one too, actually.
Because there's no orange that you have to worry about, and you can give me the -3.
Yes, I'll do that. Not much choices. That works perfect. Got a bunch of 4s. Oh, you got a faction play. Not a bad one. Although I hate.
Not quite there yet. Okay.
I already know I'm gonna lose this game because I'm playing faction. I don't know why I can't win.
Does that mean we're all gonna end up at 1-1 though?
It's possible. It is theoretically possible. What did you just do? You played reinforcements. Good.
Do we have to go to point differentials then? Is that how we're gonna?
Yes, I like that.
Tiebreakers always get ugly.
Yeah, right. Because you crushed me in our game, Beach, and
all I know is every time he gets a 13 on his side, the Machina Repairman comes out.
No.
Every single time. He just replicated the Entrepreneur against myself.
Ooh.
So now he's got 3 Entrepreneurs, and the last time he took the Entrepreneur with Wicked Soul, I got a Machina Repairman. He replicated.
Nice.
I get a Machina Repairman. This is it's something else. And look, and I have to put a Machina Repairman.
Right back in.
Is that Blade Master?
Don't do it.
That is
Frisbee.
Blade Storm.
Don't take the card.
I can't. I literally can't do much of anything right now. So, I mean, I could do this, and this is fun. So,
It's never fun for me though.
right.
I can see why people hate Razor Core.
Yeah. I love them because there's so much like point manipulation stuff.
I hate it. My God.
I don't think that. That's bad.
Haven't ever traded that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's a good move for you.
Gladly
What's wrong
trade
with
that.
my connection?
Welcome.
Oh,
Hey, it's a party in here. Holy
Yeah.
it's a huge
It's a veritable storm.
crap. We will raise the storm? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. What's up, Pedro?
This is an obscenity.
Very.
Sorry, that one of
Oh.
the characters in the game has a number of quotes. Do I play this? Can I do such a thing? Do I do such a thing? Yes.
Right. Oh, that's a. So Siege, one of the things you can do with that. Oh, I was gonna say you could have. No, that's a bad idea.
It's always a bad idea.
Because you have a green-black mirror there, so you're just gonna get that green one back. So you could have actually put that -1 in my allies, and then put the 3 into your recruits.
Oh, that worked out beautifully.
So it's gonna switch to the 24?
It's not gonna switch with the 24, but you're gonna get the -1 back in just a second.
Gotcha.
Once you pick the card to kill, which will be the 10.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure.
Triple the value of the first. Okay, Grim Orders.
Well, that is something to.
And that's just one of those things you gotta like. It took me a while too.
I never understood like Mary's wording.
Yeah.
Too much.
Frisbee.
Yep.
Listen to this.
Uh-oh.
I have the 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 10, and 13 in my
He has the 13-13. I just blue burned, and I'm staring at the message.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, wait. So I either don't play the messenger and let him play it against me, or I play it right now.
But you've got a lot more cards, but he's got the big cards.
Yes,
like, yeah,
I have the ultimate play. He also has paradigm shift, and
Oh,
every
gosh.
card is gray or green, except for one. So I
Oh,
can play
jeez.
paradigm shift in his recruit row. So if he runs it against me, he's gonna get all green or gray cards. This is the best ever.
Well, this could either turn
I
out.
was hoping to hold out for a little more, but here's the play.
Okay, that is really funny, Callaway.
So I'm gonna
That one.
kill that -3.
I think blue burn. That was probably the most interesting blue burn I've ever seen ever. I can't believe you had.
You mean besides that chairman into Blueburn just a minute ago against me?
Well, that was incredible. But this is one that, like, okay, so the chairman into the Blueburn was interesting, or they chairman into Blueburn into that as a combination. But this is looking at his hand.
Your turn.
He had me completely set up with Messenger and
Right.
Paradigm.
Oh
And the
gosh.
fact is, I play Paradigm Shift, and I completely messed it up right now because he doesn't have anything else to remove it yet.
Right.
So he gets whatever cards he gets are going to give him -5 pretty much every card in my row is green. Or
Green
gray.
or gray?
So it's like the worst possible messenger.
Right.
And now it's really bad because he just took more. So this is very intriguing. Oh, I wish you guys were watching this match because
More old people.
this is going to be interesting. How many gray cards could possibly be out there?
Well,
No, I need another black.
Predicament.
Where is the black?
If I do this, and then do that,
What a
and
quandary.
then do that.
Actually, that's not terrible for me.
What's your play?
I was looking at the same play.
Yeah.
Because then you get all three.
Draw 2 random cards, place in the neutral area, kill 2 cards. It's the same communities as the drawn cards.
Dang.
So a gray and a purple.
Ooh, Mineswipe was so fun.
Whew. Good game.
Wow.
Wish you
I
could
don't
see
know
the card.
I really don't know what's going to happen here.
What?
What?
I really don't know what's going to happen here. This is very interesting. So, the messenger looms large over.
Oh, right.
It really does. We have all recruits, both sides. He has
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 recruits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are green on a negative paradigm shift. But yet I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 recruits, and 5 of them are green or gray. So the thing is that paradigm shift. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. It's hard to tell. He's winning, but it's back and forth.
Yeah. So Siege, I don't know what cards you had in your hand. I guess that got you 14 points. But I feel like any faction play probably would have gotten you more at that point. So you could have taken like the 9 and just given me the 3. And then played a faction card to make up the difference of what you just did. Tina, what's up? Hey, Lux.
I'm gonna bow out. Thank you guys. I'm gonna leave a lurk in the stream though.
Cool.
Awesome. We'll have an awesome one.
Hey, how's it going, Tina?
I guess we'll do this one because I can take the 24.
I don't like any of this place.
We'll just throw a particulizer down here and we'll see if we can make big cards.
Well, not the worst enticer. Yeah, that 5 suddenly didn't look as good.
Oh, killing spree. Blue. Just kill the 24. Get her off the board.
Just get her off. It's gonna be a war over that 24 anyways.
Pretty much. Oh, and you get to kill my 26. Dag nabbit. That was a good killing spree.
Good. Good.
Oh, when did Paragon come out there? I didn't even see her.
Not cool to have both of your legendary cards. Very annoying. But you made the 5 take.
What do I... Yeah. We'll do that. That's fine.
I shall take.
Nah.
I'm gonna pop out as well. I was just checking in to see what was going on.
Cool.
Well,
Well, thanks for hanging out for a little bit.
Yep.
Alright, have a good one. Alright.
Ow.
No green. No green. No green. Okay, good. Was there even... Yeah, there were no greens in the afterlife. But there was a 26 and a 24 that I missed.
Okay. I have had the absolute cards I can imagine having it. They have not been particularly good. Should play that messenger.
Not quite yet.
It might not pay off if you do.
Uh-oh. I smell a phantom moon. Could be wrong.
You're always wrong. Trinity was a better play here. To deny you something at
What
least.
do I have?
Right.
There's nothing here.
I'm trying to think ahead now.
No faction play? Come on. I mean, there's nothing. So of course you get a faction play. So I mean, that's basically the end if you don't get one today and he gets one.
Oh,
There's no hope. But it
gotta
doesn't
draw
matter.
good.
You can take the 6. Why don't you
5
take
doesn't
the
help.
4 and play?
Yeah.
Messenger.
It's points anyways.
Yeah, I know.
And screw.
So I see a 5 green, I see a 5 blue. Oh, the 2 is okay.
This will be interesting. So he's gonna play messenger. You could get all green
And
cards.
then the red. That's fine.
Yeah, you have to play it for fun, Josh. Do it. You have to throw it. You have to do it. You cannot not do it. You
Man,
have
I haven't
to
hit
see it.
particulizer at all.
This is going to be very interesting what happens here. Here goes. The biggest messenger play of all time. It's 126 to 115, and
So I can just take this and win, right? Yeah.
I get all the green cards.
Yay! Good game, Siege.
Dang it.
Ooh.
So close. No!
That actually gave me
Man, that
a
afterlife is
base.
huge, though. Like,
My legacy!
there's a 10, a 13, a 24, and a 26 in the
Yeah,
afterlife,
but you
along with.
you flipped it, Josh. All right, so Josh.
I can't
wins.
believe I lost by 3 points.
Right.
Usually,
You got out of. I got a lot
sounds
of.
around with like 170 something to like 90.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Messenger's just too good.
That was such a big
Yeah,
game.
let's see. Wait, what was the. Yeah. 178 to 95. Ouch.
I'm starting to get it though.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's. And like I said, you're.
I'm trying to deny you as well now. I'm trying to think ahead.
Right, right.
Well,
That's just pointed.
good news. Good news. We
So we're all at 1-1.
we just call it a tie.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we might as well. I mean, we all went 1-1. So how do we break that? I mean,
No.
I went 3.
Somebody go play Tina.
we have
Siege, I think Tina is in queue, so you might want to.
Who's in queue?
Tina Marie.
Tina would be she'd be a great match against
Who?
Tina Marie.
Tina Bina. You jumped
Gotcha.
out.
I don't think I've ever met him.
Who jumped
She's been
out?
busy with work and stuff lately. She's one of the other mods in the Discord now.
So, what else shall we cover before I jump off? Because it is already midnight.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. So I think you were talking about Blood Crown updates. You guys were talking about. I mean, I know you talked about some art stuff about adding more capes because that's awesome.
We have 5 cards. We have 5 Blood Crown cards that Josh has put together. And those 5 cards are Alicia DeHart, Prime
Great.
Jester, Portia Highcloak, yep. Who else?
Trinity.
All girls.
Ugh, Trinity is. I can't wait to play with that card. For those who aren't aware, Trinity pulls out the 3 pawns and it lets you play them all at once. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like for me. If I'm taking a pawn deck or a chess deck, she's coming with me.
Oh, absolutely.
The idea behind her art direction right now is kind of on a character level. Because I'm trying to think of what's the most high maintenance.
Right.
If it's like even within Blood.
She's got to have a ton of jewelry. I would I'd give her really, I'd give her big hair. Yes.
Her hair's pretty big already. If you go
Big hair don't care.
I would give her all the what's it called? Implants. The nano.
Cybernetic?
Nano
Yeah.
plants.
Okay.
Nano plants.
Yes, Tina.
Make her absolutely glowing with fakeness. Most importantly, go look at I would model her after a Cleo. If you're gonna go back in time, it doesn't even have to be midi, but something way more. She's also got to be really, really almost too good looking. She's faked herself out. So, she's got to be.
Wait, what? I somehow paid the wrong card. That was weird.
Yeah.
That was very finicky.
Especially Josh, I would read in the novel, read the Blood Crown chapter.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else were you?
That gives you a real good take on that place is obscene.
For sure.
Let's see. Do you want to talk about? You had mentioned earlier the update to MoW Online. So, any other things to share that haven't been mentioned yet?
All right. So we mentioned the skins. We mentioned that we have a bunch of new faction cards. Those who have not
40 faction cards.
Well,
not counting the separate neutral cards for each faction.
Not in this update. We have in this update you have 3 Alpha Guards, 3 Razor Core, I think 1 Shadow Soul updated card Helpful, and 1 Dawnlight, maybe False God is in this. The other faction cards we still have to finish, of course. And the cards that we're finishing, obviously, we've made some decisions. You know, there are some cards that are not worth the development time because they are so unique and specific that they're not really impactful. For example, Game of as a neutral card that comes with the baseline. We're not going to do it.
Really?
Because not that card, because you have to build the whole system of picking and selecting colors, and it isn't worth the value of that card to spend the time on that particular card. So we're going to come up with another game for Game of Chance that's more in line with what we have. We flip that around.
I mean, for those who might not be aware, Dreadmaster had a similar mechanic in the physical game, and has a different mechanic, but I think is just as cool in the
Game
online.
of Chance is going to be similar to that in a lower level.
Cool.
So it's the same basic. Those are the only 2 cards that do what. And you'll find that a lot of legendary cards can play off the neutral cards like Black Shade,
right,
and so on. So I know Cloud Echo. You've got Winston, for example, with special.
I love
Winston. So you've so what we are doing though is I adamantly refuse to take out some what I call the impact faction cards. For example, Saint Vicious, who is a very unique card and a one-of-a-kind card that blocks the ability to go to the to allies, with some exceptions for those that really read the detail of that card.
Right.
But Saint Vicious is a very unique card. Blocking you from moving anything to allies is a strong play, and that is something I want Dawnlight to have, no matter if it's the only card that we have to develop that does that mechanic. Because each card you develop is a game in itself. It's a mechanic. Each card is independently developed.
Right.
So he's going to be there, Child of Heaven's going to be there, and Zephyr's going to be there. Those are going to be there. But there's cards in the other decks that we haven't done that have to be there. It has to be there. That's a end of game mechanic that we have not done. We cannot do end of game quite yet. The very last thing we have to do to finish the game. And so that Omega, the Oracle, the Recruiter.
Recruiter is so good.
I believe me, I'm dying without the Recruiter. And then flip those around. Probably the most important mechanic that isn't in the game at all. And by the way, Chastizer is also included in this. Is the copy effects.
Right.
Double Cross, Mimicon, the Chastizer, Carbonite. Yeah, all of those cards are not in the game, and so that's another mechanic. So we're at the very end of the main faction build, and over the next 2 weeks, while I'm here, we are working very hard to get end of game. That is the number 1 priority. Finish the Master World's course, and then we are home free to focus all on the actual system functions and get this thing ready for practice. And then we can start. Then we're focusing on the syndicate stuff. We're focusing then on the solo camp. And so there's a lot of things that will fall into place while we're getting the rest of it built. But that's essentially we're at the very end of the faction development, what we had set out and planned well over a year ago. So it's taken a long time. I mean, you guys, do you have any idea how many faction cards are in the game right now? I mean,
in the online game?
Yeah.
No, I've never gone through and added it up.
somebody
I mean, there are a
has-
lot,
somebody-
but
yeah, there's a lot. That's a good answer.
it's a terribly good answer. I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing. I mean, basically, there are like anywhere from 6 to like 8 legendaries, and then there are about 8 to 10 epics for each faction.
Well, put it this way: Alpha Guard has 15 times 4.
Right.
Plus
2. Jeez.
Okay, so what do we got?
62.
Guards,
Yeah.
right? And Alpha Guard, and I think Razor Core has a few more, and the other two have a few left. So let's say
Right.
60 to 62 cards each.
Right.
So we have over 240 cards already in the game. Now, granted, the neutrals are, repeated for obvious reasons, but can you imagine if one deck had Inventor and all the others didn't?
Right. And then
I think the neutrals was probably in some cases the most underrated part of the game. But if you didn't balance those out and give them to everybody to choose from, that would probably annoy them. I would say that was a good decision.
Right.
Early on. But yeah, we have over 240, 250 cards already, and we have 40 more to do. So it's about 300 cards for the base set of just these 4 factions.
Jeez.
And that's a lot. Each one outside the neutrals, although the neutrals are very hard to build, are independent, are their own card. And even if people think at the beginning, it seems like the cards do the same thing, but they're all uniquely different. There's only a few cards that are repeated because they're in both decks, like the Alpha and Razor.
That was good. Yeah, there are a couple there with Sacrificial Lamb being some kill and restore, Last Rites. Yeah, some of those are shared across the core ones.
But they made sense. Those cards
Right.
happen to make sense with Dawnlight as the name. Sacrificial Lamb, Last Rites. So we decided that they made sense. But starting with Shadow Cell, we had so many good options that we decided at that point that unless absolutely made sense, we would have all new factions. But pretty much they're all different. And so it's been a hell of a run to build these things. And I'm ready to sleep for a year when we're done.
If you're ever done, right?
If we're ever done. No, I don't expect that it's the end of the faction cards for each. I just expect that it's the end of our first phase of faction development. I think there's a whole lot of places we can go with a lot of. I mean, we have so many more that we could build that we have written.
Right.
But we're trying to keep balance, and balancing is our core. And so the update will also include, obviously, you saw new standings, new table, a new ranking table. It has new sound effects that I have spent some time here making. When you open a pack now, you're gonna hear sounds and stuff.
That's cool.
And you guys will
Just
all
a bunch of
thank me.
rave lights.
You're all gonna thank me. You're all gonna thank me for this one, because I do most of the music, but I didn't do a lot of the sound effects. But now I am, because it has been a long time coming. The Afterlife sound effect has been updated.
Oh. I kind of but I'm gonna miss the old one then. Oh.
I don't think you're gonna miss it with a piercing Afterlife sound.
Tina is super excited.
The Afterlife sound. In fact, here.
I mean, it is very loud, and and if you have your volume up, it may cause your ears to bleed. But yeah,
but
exactly.
I miss it. Well, here
I like bleeding ears.
As a bonus for you, I'm going to play you the new one.
Oh.
How about that?
Oh.
Or variations of the new one. Hold on, let me see if I can access it. Here we go. Media sound effects. All right, here we go. Afterlife. All right. Come Come on, Hotel, you can do it.
You played a couple times?
Was it? Is it supposed to be? Ah, cool. It's very angelic.
Keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the lower
You're
decibel.
right.
Where's
I agree.
dubstep?
Yeah. The lower octave is a little nice, yeah. Right.
Well, look. There's a difference between a guy that does music, puts it together, or your game developer.
Right.
You know. And here is the first sneak peek on what happens during the pack loading screen. You ready?
The dubstep for legendary cards. Well, I will tell you, Siege. V just shared this.
As well as the dubstep and the rave lights.
There are plans to have like animations and stuff that are different for all of the. I don't know what level, but for a lot of the different faction cards.
You like that? Could you hear that, Jeff?
Yeah, that sounded really cool.
It's all it is. It's going to be a lot lower than that. It's just the background as you're sitting on the pack screen. It's just going to...
Nice.
That's actually me playing the keyboard.
Yeah.
Funny enough. Now I'm going to open the pack.
Oh. That's exciting.
Hold on, wait.
There's a card shooting into the sky.
This is what happens.
Shooting into my retinas.
Yeah.
The pack has to hit the ground.
Ah, nice. As opposed to what we have now, which hold on, I can buy a car. I can buy a pack real fast.
The pack it doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't do anything. Like right now, if I go to open packs. In my mind, it makes sound, but
yeah. Hey, no. Press the open button.
Oh, I did. Did
you? No, it's not going to be so loud.
All right.
This isn't going to be loud.
I'm trying to think if there are any action cards I need right now. I don't think so.
Maybe you need a freeze effect.
Maybe. Oh, had all those cards. All right.
I can tell you which one I'm not implementing is the new kill one I did.
Uh-oh.
It's not gonna happen.
What is that?
You know the slice?
Yeah.
Where it goes or whatever.
Right. Oh. Yeah, that one's a little harsh.
It's Afterlife.
Tina, look at me! I have all the cards. I don't have all of them.
How about
I'm
this?
missing some. Like lots of legendaries. And Amnesia. I don't know why Amnesia hates me.
You don't have Amnesia?
I don't have Amnesia. I haven't unlocked. I haven't crafted. Yeah, right. I haven't crafted any of the mechanizers yet because I haven't opened packs in a while.
Well, that's not really supportive of the game.
Yeah. I've been very supportive of this game. No, I'm basically missing legendaries, I'm missing Amnesia, and I'm missing Mechanize. That's pretty much what I'm missing.
I'm only missing one faction card from Alpha.
Really?
I'm missing one. You know what it is? Blackmail Strike.
What? How are you missing one action card from Alpha card?
Just missing Blackmail Strike. I don't know how it's possible, but I'm missing that one.
That is amazing. I know you've got 50 DNA. Just make it.
I'm also missing Network Penetration, Right Hand Man, and Brainwash for Razor Core. This is MoW account.
Right,
And,
right.
And on Shadow Cell, I'm missing Rebecca Rose.
Really? I mean, it's on
and
MoMan, I get it, but still.
And Scrambler. Those are the two on that. And Dawnlight. Let's see what I'm missing there.
So I'm missing Mechanize on Dawnlight.
Final Judgment. Awakening.
Missing the Watcher and Blackshade and Mechanize on. I don't have Mechanize on anybody right now.
Well, Mechanize I bought. I purchased all the Mechanized because I love the card and I want face down run.
Oh, it's I don't, if so Feej and I have played some on the test realm, and there were some games where we both had Mechanize and Inventor out, so it was like a card would hit the board and one of us would get it, and if it had a draw icon, another card would hit the board and one of us would get it. Like it was insane. Oh, so close, Siege.
Well, let's see. There's no more. What else in the updates?
You had mentioned updates on the Overlord card release.
Yes.
Which is so exciting.
Or we're waiting for it. Do we have it on as pre-sale yet, or did we not do that?
We don't have it yet. Online there.
I plan on getting my buddies to pick up a copy for me at Gen Con. But
well, we can put it. We could probably because we only so we only ordered 500 packs
of Overlord. Okay.
Yeah, we will, and they'll be at Gen Con. So I have no idea how many we'll go through and how quickly. I mean,
gotcha.
We don't have any Dawnlight. We are out. Sold out and have been of Dawnlight. We're waiting to do a bigger order to reorder that because Shadow Cell, how many? Like 50 or less?
I was gonna say you don't have a whole lot of Shadow Cell left either, right? Because you needed to rob Josh's stash in order to make the Kickstarter work.
We did. We actually did. I mean, we ran out. We're out of Dawnlight. We're almost out of Shadow Cell. We have about 100 Cloud Echo left. That's it.
Wow.
And of course, Edge Hunter is practically sold out already.
Oh, jeez.
Before we get it.
Before you've even actually printed it, right?
Yep. So we may print our own Shadow Cell, Edge Hunter, with a bigger order because we're also going to be printing the core faction box set.
Right.
Which is going to add 13 cards, I think, for each faction.
Which is awesome.
Of the core, so you're going to be able to add those. I think that's 6 action, 3 epic, 4 legendary, just to add to the deck. But the Overlord cards are fun and awesome and sweet.
Yeah.
And it just from a standpoint of having a blast playing the game and taking the edge off the competitive piece.
Right.
You don't have to hate life when you lose because the Overlord might just make you lose.
Because the Overlord could just absolutely screw you.
Yeah.
But that's I think that's part of the fun of it. If you want to play a serious game, that's cool. But if you just want to have fun and play, you could play a 4-player game with Overlord and just have an absolute blast just seeing what happens.
First time here.
Oh gosh.
We did it for the first time here, and I'm telling you, there's a different way to play. So we tried to get it in the print. We couldn't get it in.
Yeah.
Last minute because it was too late and it's already printed. And we're gonna make an update because it was just on the help card. When you play 2v2 in Overlord, you have to change the structure of 2v2 to really make it really fun. You don't have, but it's a lot more fun where each round simply is revolved. You go one player from next player, and you don't do.
So everybody gets a turn on each round.
Because if you do it the other way, and the Overlord gives you something really good, and you get it twice, and then they give bad, and that person gets it twice. If you play it that way, you can. There's you can definitely play it that way, but it becomes very, very could be imbalanced. Very, very quickly.
Right. Yeah.
So what we think is the better way to play a 2v2 game like that is player 1 go first from team A, player 2, or player 1 from team B, and then revolve player 2 from team A, player 2 and just
Right.
do it like a normal game. Because in this case, the Overlord has to affect both teams evenly.
Right.
You can play it the other way too.
And then you play
the
32 card
Overlord-
decks because everybody's taking faction plays.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's funny because I think a little thing at the end of the rules and the Overlord, the Overlord comes and says, "This is the Overlord's house." The content for the Overlord, the end of the rules, basically says you're screwed. That you don't have.
Good luck.
You have to do what I say. And
Right.
If you don't like the rules, F off. I think I really think the Overlord piece is just, from a gameplay variant, it is a blast to play.
Yeah.
I mean, particularly just for all these years of playing so competitively, to have someone dictate the outcome of certain round things, and to see how many times I've gotten screwed trying to set up a play because
Right.
he comes out and it's amazing how the Overlord shows up right when you don't want him to and does something you hate.
Right.
And so you no longer hate your opponent; you hate the Overlord.
You hate the Overlord, right? And you're both like, screw you. Like,
It's the most hated person in the game. Is now the Overlord.
Well, like you said,
Anyway.
it's like one of those things where you could be setting up a play, and then the next turn, like, you're not allowed to make a faction play because the Overlord did something weird. Like, yeah.
It happens every time.
Yep.
I'm just glad I got the one Overlord card that's not in the game. I got out was War 20. Thank God. Oh. I made the card and I hated the card. I was like, please. No.
That's
it always came out round 8.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't make the cut. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
But the Overlord is ready to go, and she could be in tomorrow.
Oh,
Really?
Nice.
Could
But
I
it will
don't
be
know
a
if I'm
Gen
not
Con
gonna
for
get
sure.
What's that?
And it will be a Gen Con for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
It absolutely
And
should be a Gen Con.
for the edification of people out there, the price point for Overlord?
It's basically $10. That's all.
Oh, nice. Okay.
$10 purchase. And we spent a little extra, and we made it. We put it's in a box.
And they're all foil. No.
Yeah, they're all foil. They were $1. Each card was $1 piece. It cost
Right.
$20 selling it.
Yeah.
Totally makes
Right.
sense.
Perfect
Just
business model.
50% on each sale.
Right.
Well, listen, the day we actually make money doing Master of Wills, we're gonna have.
You'll do a little jig, and yeah, right.
Yeah, because right now that's not. We're not even thinking of. That's obviously not even. Couldn't be in our thought process. Right now, it's all investment because we believe in it. And
Yeah.
Did someone say money?
You're right.
What's that?
Did someone say money?
Money would be nice. Money would be nice to make at some point, but we're not really counting on it at the moment because the costs are so much more extreme than the income. But we support it, we believe in it, and we think the detail and the heart and the soul we put into the game will eventually turn to our favor down the road. But we're very fair with what we do.
Right.
You know, like I saw on the advertisement. Did you see that? The guy that's like,
oh my gosh.
You really had a terrible model with this. Gotta understand why we did it.
You're right. Well, and I try not to get too into the weeds with that because I know, like, just from being around for a while and chatting with you guys, I feel like I've got a little inside track on it. But, it's like, would you rather just get 3 random cards? Like, because that was the other option. Like,
yeah. We actually took that next step to give you some level of control over the faction that you wanted to try to build from.
Right.
I mean,
right.
the cards are so unique. It's not like a game, which a lot of games are, where you can get 5 of a card or 4 of a card or 3 of the same card.
Right.
It's one. You get the card.
You get one card.
You have
right.
the card forever.
Yep.
It's not like you're getting it, and then we're giving you DNA. We've even if it doesn't say it, it is actually giving you more DNA on the epic symbol.
Yeah. So 2 things really fast because some folks have asked this in the chat. Siege was asking, the game is $60, right? He said, oh, it's 50 online. I don't know where he found that, but that's cool. So is that right? Is that price right for what you're selling?
Repeat.
He was
one more
asking
time,
if the
sorry.
game was $60, like the physical game. It sounds like was $60.
We have discounted the game, I think, for this time because of the second edition coming out. First edition, we are now price pointing at I think $49.95. If I'm not mistaken, or not. So we've discounted it by $50, but only through our website.
Okay, cool.
So and that's basically because Gen Con, and we want to give see, the first edition is vastly superior to the second one,
right?
Except for the card, except for some of the faction cards. But the fact that you can still get the board, and once those are gone forever. So,
yeah. Well, in Siege, what I would say is the first edition actually has a physical board.
The board is awesome.
Yeah, which is really nice. Future games, future version, the second edition has a modular board. If you go out and look at the Kickstarter, you can kind of see what that looks like. So,
send me a link.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's really nice. You know, I'm an OG.
Yeah.
I like the board.
I would say, I mean, the modular board is going to be nice because it's a little more portable and easier to take around and stuff, but it's not as nice as the original first edition. So
the original board is just awesome.
Is the only difference the board?
There is, I would also say, because of the changes from first edition to second edition, there are going to be some changes in what the cards are. So there are some cards that were removed and added.
I think 25 new cards.
There's 25 new cards. So you could get both, essentially, and you would essentially get 25 new faction cards that aren't included. And the first edition, we changed out some cards. So the first edition has its own value, and the community deck is different. The community deck has been adjusted for the second edition. So both community decks. So the first community deck, first edition, has less faction icon cards, and the second edition has more faction icon cards, but also has some different characters mixed in there too. So what we tried to do is make it so that even if you own both, you're getting value across the board. Like if you wanted to have the modular board and the other one, you could play with two different community decks. You could have different faction cards, and so you can still own the second edition, because we knew a lot of people wanted both. So, but we didn't want to make anyone have to buy the same thing twice. So we spent some time, and we focused on making sure everything that you get in the second edition is at least altered or different than the first edition. But for me, the board is the selling point for the first edition.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's if I wasn't creating the game.
Bias.
But you are, right.
But I am. I would never play this game not on the board, because I love the board so much.
The board is nice.
Very high quality. The playmats are in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the playmats.
The playmats will be nice, I think. I mean, I was telling NCWC today, I was like, the nice thing about playmats is, like, if you've ever played on an actual, like, poker board, it's so easy to pick up cards because you can push down on the mat a little bit to pick up cards, where on the board is really nice, and the graphics and stuff are great on it, but sometimes I have a little difficulty like picking cards up off of it and stuff.
It depends if you have sleeves on or.
Thanks, Tina. Yeah, exactly.
Sleeves make a big difference, to the positive or negative. I can't remember, but one way is easier than the other. But the playmats are also in, correct, Hello?
I haven't seen them yet, so hopefully this week.
Oh, we've seen one?
Yeah, I mean, Steven's confirmed with a photo of one of the mats.
Okay, but they're also supposed to be in before Gen Con.
Yeah, well printed. It looked like a good playmat, so I'm looking forward to.
So we should also have playmats at Gen Con and the Overlord
cards. Can I just point out, I'm playing a match against Lux right now, and he has 2 Blade Storms on his side.
Oh, dang.
And he has what?
He has 2 Blade Storms. He manipulated my Blade Storm and stole it and put it on his side.
Ooh, that's tough.
This could be brutal.
There are a lot of people online right now.
There
I just got
are.
a match.
It's amazing.
Who did I get a match with? Did someone
The
match? Art.
something else you mentioned was Gen Con tournaments. Wait,
Yeah,
who did
Josh,
you?
you can talk to that.
Yeah. It's...
By the way, can you, before you get into that, see?
Oh, you're playing my cousin again.
Yeah, tell him I'm not taking it easy this time.
Okay, I will let him know.
Yeah, let him know in advance because I gave him all opportunity, and he didn't take advantage of it. So this time I'm going all in for my last match of the night. I wasn't gonna play, but I couldn't help it. Could not help it. Oh, and boy, a black shade trench coat refaction starting out.
Oh, that's just brutal. Ouch.
Wow.
Oh, I don't even know what to do with that.
Wait, is it my turn? What the hell's going on? Sorry, Lux. I was distracted. I'm gonna do this.
So
I've never had like a better option for Russian roulette than right now. There's a 4 in my loyalist, so I'll draw a negative, I'm sure. Nope, I drew an 11 and a -3. I was right. Damn you, RN, Jesus.
Did Russian roulette survive into the second version, Josh? I don't recall. I did everything I could to get rid of it.
Hate it that much, huh? It's
It
a good
happens.
card, like.
It's a good card. People use it all the time and are successful with it.
Yeah.
But there's always that card that just doesn't work for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
That is the card for me. Never works. Never works for me.
Yeah.
At least it doesn't feel like it.
The loyal gentleman. Jeez. Lux is trying to wreck my life right now. And he's going to Blade Storm my 3. Okay. And my -3, so it's going to work out for me. He took 2 reds from me. He took 2 reds from me onto his red Blade Storm.
He just used the canter and didn't swap. With
Right.
my 13.
Oh.
Come on. What can I do with him? Trying to help him.
He's learning.
I'm just kidding. He's fine.
I have a feeling Lux is going to crush me in this game right now.
Alright, well, I'm going to do early trend. Oh, I just got the Watcher. Jesus. Okay. My God. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Oh. Come on, purples, blues. Oh no! I just trench coated. I have black shade, purple, and I hit blue. I just stole all his cards except one.
Jeez.
It is currently 53-17 in round 2, and he is going first.
I'll just give it to him. I just did a sacrificial lamb on his 8 in his loyalist, and then I drew the 11 out of the 11 orange out of the afterlife when he has an orange Black Mirror on my recruits. Yeah, it was bad. I gave him 3 points, is what my sacrificial lamb did. Yeah. This game is not working in my favor currently.
It really does sound like the circle of life.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
It's the circle of life.
Let's see. For Gen Con tournaments, I think we're gonna do a sign up at the booth. I think for Saturday.
Nice.
We couldn't we were just putting it together too late to get kind of the Gen Con official.
Gotcha.
Thing where you go through them and buy tournament tickets, but we can just find a table.
Right.
Space. So yeah, we'll just kind of collect signups, and we're trying to. We'll see. We want to get something nice, but for sure the first prize would be the winner in Blood Crown.
Oh.
That's there's an epic spot open
Nice.
for one of the characters.
The winner of the tournament is going to be in
Me.
Bloodcraft.
It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be me
The winner of the tournament is
from my
gonna have
couch
their-
over here.
their face
Josh,
is
what
going to
day did you say the tournament was gonna be?
I want to
Or
say
did you say?
Saturday.
Okay. Tina was asking.
We'll
Cool.
confirm it in Discord.
Sweet.
In the next few days, just to make sure. To let everyone know. But
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah,
Saturday.
that's a big one.
Friday. Yeah.
So,
Friday.
random question: do
I'm
people have to
playing
bring their
March.
own decks or card? Like, I'm not sure how that works at
Typically,
your
we
tournaments.
give you Alpha or Razor to use if you don't have your own deck.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, usually we get.
I don't know if my buddies would want to play or not, but that's good information to have.
Yeah.
So. That's an awesome reward for that. And then I think I think that's everything you mentioned that you were going to talk about tonight, so that's cool.
That's good enough.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
It works. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's at the end of the day, a lot of stuff to cover. The new board, the new arena is probably the most important thing that's about to happen. I ask for everybody.
That's going to be awesome.
To really, 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 evaluate it. Don't worry. We're putting a lot of new. Once we have this implemented, it's only going to have one arena in this update, so you're going to be playing on the same arena every time. But we don't want to design all the other ones until we know that this is going to work well. Bye, Utopias, says Window Dressing. But he has the Dark Angel too.
Yeah.
So good choice. But the new arena really gives you space. It's kind of happy and sad because all this awesome UI now, but I'm sad because I love the old arenas, even though they're smaller.
Okay.
So you don't have to cry though. We will make the new ones bright and lovely.
Sorry, Lux just played sleight of hand against me and he discarded my vapor, so I have a feeling he got something really good. So...
Wow, he's holding 6 cards right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Looking rough.
Doesn't look great.
God. He has 4 oranges in his recruits, and he has an orange black mirror on my recruits. Like, it's just not looking good.
Doesn't feel good anyway.
No. And I have no faction play this
I'll tell you what, your boy's keeping up.
Who's that?
It's 7.
Oh, Atarkus?
Yeah, Atarkus. What a name. He's
Like I
keeping
said,
it up.
he's been using that weird name forever. I don't know where he came up with that, but
but he's Atarkus version 42,
yeah.
So he's obviously
exactly, Tina.
he's been around a while.
Right.
Oh,
and he likes,
sorry.
Hitchhiker's Guide, so that's good.
The worst thing is to get honey trapped when you don't take a faction card, and that's not the best thing. A good try.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if you saw. I sent you a message the other day because I thought, wow, somebody was salty about losing against the AI because I saw the ad come up on my Facebook feed on like Saturday, and
you saw that guy,
and that guy's response was like, "Yeah, I just got face rolled by the AI multiple times in a row," and I was just like, dude, yeah. It's just bad. It's just like whatever.
Yeah, that's you're going to when you don't know how to play the game.
Right. I mean, that's the way it goes.
Put a warning label.
Right.
Okay.
Warning: AI may kick your ass. That's what.
If you're under 18, do not play this mode.
Actually,
pretty much.
Honestly, you've got to have some level of patience. Actually, I think maybe it's interesting. We weed out those people that just you maybe don't want in the community. I mean, that could be a possibility. The way that the game works, because how our community operates is very, I don't know, very mature. Meaning, most of the
Oh,
people
yeah.
here are very good people, smart people, nice people. We don't have a lot of these huge ego people. We don't have a lot of these huge, bad losers. Because in this game, those people quit before they even have a chance to learn the game. So, I feel that maybe it takes a little longer for us to grow it, even though we're not doing full advertisement yet. I mean, that's going to happen. But what we're doing is we're creating a real, I think, positive and very strong community of players. The people that are playing are enjoying it. The people that lose know how to lose. So, and especially Articus, because the military commander just came out. He's not, I'm sure, I'm not going to be happy.
he doesn't know how good that card is, right?
He has no idea, but I'm just going to not take it.
I don't...
I'm going to leave it.
I don't know what to play here. I'm struggling.
I can't even play the Watcher. It's a shame. There's nothing out here for it. I have Cloak and Dagger and the Watcher. If a black card comes out, I'm going to play the Inventor in round 7.
Go for it.
I got a black card for Inventor. Damn it. Of course that happens.
Worst enticer ever.
No.
Well, not the worst.
What?
I got a 6 out of it, so at least I got something.
I'm going to say, it can't be the absolute.
No,
right?
no.
I forgot I had Mechanize in play.
Oh, nice. I really like Mechanize. Oh, that's what I was going to ask earlier. Is there any plan to bring Breath of Life to the digital version?
Yes.
It's
just
I'm sure it's a hard card to, yeah.
It's so hard. Because there's a mechanic, like, okay, so Life Dealer is not as hard. You kill a card and you pick it before it gets to the afterlife. But to catch the card being back from the afterlife is not an easy trick to do. And it doesn't, to a lot of people that don't develop games or aren't developers or programmers of any sort, you can't build a game that can do anything. There's a time and a moment in which things can occur. And when we built the round effect lasting effect new system, there are 30 checkpoints in every round. So sometimes you see this late arriving card for the end of turn card. It just seems like it comes after it's your turn at the very end. That's because it's had to go through 30 checkpoints throughout all of these things to make sure should this trigger.
Flix is about to wreck my world. Sorry.
No problem. Wow, he just tied me.
Oh, wow.
It's 77, but I get the last one. So, as a nice guy, I'm going to take the 1. I'm going to move my 5. Let's see, there's no Inventor out here, is there? For him. Move this 5. I'm going to move my 4. I'm going to move his 3. And I'm going to win by 1. I won 78-77.
Nice.
And I down to the wire achievement.
So his Flix emptied the community and only drew 3 cards at the beginning of the turn, which is pretty impressive. And then none of them were faction plays. Ouch. It's just brutal. Oh well. Good game, Lux. That hurt.
Well, I think
I needed to lose some points anyway.
I hope everybody has enjoyed the kind of the ride so far. Those that are new to the game, you'll see we've been at this a long time. Those that have been at it a long time, obviously we've had a great time watching how the game has grown, and we are really excited about Blood Crown and Waterborne for the offline game. Super excited to get back to that because we have a lot of the rules done, and now it's about art and then fine tuning. No one's seen Waterborne really. That one we're gonna save because
we've seen some demo games that you and Brandon have played.
You've seen a little bit, but not really. I think we're gonna.
They're just so neat. Like they're so different. Like anyway,
they're different. It's a complete different game. It's a different experience playing with those kind of cards.
Yeah.
Of course, now that with the online game, we have to consider a little bit if can we even do some of these cards on the online game?
Right.
That's
Right.
that's the truth. 'Cause we
Good
can't-
luck.
The guys, all I have to do, I brought Blood Crown like a few trips ago. The test tech sat in front of the game guys. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, guys, can we build this? And you should have seen their faces. They turned white. They were like ghosts. Like, you got to be kidding me. We have to
Just
build
Sazerac was like, no.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really ride to the finish line. When I say that, I mean for the base game and the online game kind of coincide. We might be kind of going live right as we're moving into Waterborne at the end of the online game. So it doesn't mean it's the end of anything. It just means it's the end of our first phase of life. You know, getting through the 8 factions was not a race. It's more of a marathon, and so is the online game. Getting to the live point where it's out of beta. So, you know, we're here. What we just need is continued support. Lots of play, lots of action. We're gonna be announcing, hopefully around Gen Con, we're gonna be announcing the prizes for Season 2 beta, which we're gonna try to create something really cool. For example, kind of thinking maybe the winner can be in a community card.
Oh. I mean, not to give me any incentive
but
or
when
anything.
I say winner, hey, wait.
Wait.
The winner is not going to be whoever's first place in the league.
Mm.
We're gonna do a qualification tournament.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah, right.
we're not going to just let someone sit at the top and win. We're gonna force everyone to play in a tournament. Because I want to get back to the days where the season gave the top so many seeds the chance to play for the championship. So that you could be the winner of the league, but there's still going to be a tournament at the end to declare a champion. And so you're going to get both. You still get a prize, but I want to make it a viewable. So that's something we're working on that nobody knows about, but pretty soon you will be able to watch matches. So
yeah, I can't wait for spectate mode.
Get ready for that. Get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready. I'm working on it. I'm working on it here. We're not going to be building it yet. It's not going to happen for months, a couple months at least. But we are in the plans. We've been talking about it here, and we have a plan. We believe we can do it.
I mean, that's something I've requested for a long time. So
you can request it all you want. But with the moment when we can, what I'd want to do is coincide that with if I could, the end of the season, the beta season, and have our first beta tournament for the end of the season that is live, where you can watch it.
So Tarkus is still learning.
I'm sweating.
He just played a special delivery on my recruits.
Oh, he's not learning at all. He lost by one. He lost by one to me. 1 point. It was so close. You know, when you get good at this game, you learn how to control the score a bit. If you're good at
right.
Playing a new person, because you want people to learn. You want to win, but you don't want to kill them so that they don't feel like their heart is broken.
I got the opposite. They killed me, and then I didn't want to play, but I still did anyways.
No.
Well, you can't help everybody. You can't help them all. You know, some people
You gotta break some of the people's legs, right?
Well, listen. Yes, that's true. I will say this. You know, sometimes either you just have cards that you just can't help yourself. You just.
I don't know, man. I saw someone play solitaire in front of my face. What keeps me going is just annoying Vig. That's pretty much what keeps me going.
Well,
I mean, that's a good goal to have. Let's be honest.
That should be a card.
It's really easy to annoy me if you keep pronouncing the name V. You say V.
It took me a while too.
Yeah, if you give it the J at the end, you won't annoy me quite as much. But you're doing a good job.
It's a skill.
It is a skill. It is a skill. But for me, I prefer an annoying person that I like to a not annoying person that I don't.
He admits
So
I'm
there you go.
annoying.
It's hard to annoy me, really. I'm a very patient person. I mean, obviously, I've been doing this for years. You know, we're patient.
Sorry, just cracking my knuckles.
No.
In person, that
Getting
would
ready for a fight?
On the
But-
on the phone, it sounds like we got a new afterlife effect.
You're
Okay. I hate to leave because I really do, because I'm having a good time, but 1 a.m. I gotta work.
Yeah.
So, but
All
guys,
good, buddy. Thanks for
have
hanging
an
out.
awesome night. Y'all keep playing, keep going, and
Yeah.
keep the dream alive.
Yeah, we'll do. Have a good one.
Good night.
Thanks for all the
Yeesh.
info and sharing and stuff. And
Y'all have a great night. Don't get too annoyed by Sage Hearts.
Yeah.
It's fine. A lot of people pronounce it wrong too. Don't worry.
Oh, I know. That's why I purposely did that.
Yeah, just
I've
ask
got
Rob
a
about that
secret
because he.
eyes. I don't know.
What in the world just happened? Oh, okay. There's an interesting bug. So I just played low hanging fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. I misread the card.
Okay.
Never mind. It's good. He had nothing in his loyalist row, so it didn't do anything. And I was like, wait a second.
There's one less person in queue to kill me.
Yeah.
Now that Beige is gone, one less person to kill me in
There
queue.
you go.
One last game in.
I'm queuing up right now. Let's see who I get.
So yeah, for those just tuning in, Tornak is somebody that I used to raid in World of Warcraft with a long time ago. Wait, like my kids are 4, so that was 5, 6 years ago, somewhere around there.
Was this the early expansion days?
Oh yeah, this was oh, I don't
Crusades?
know. I'm trying to think, when was the last expansion I played? I don't know. It's been a while. Number of years.
Mine was Lich King, I think.
Yeah.
That's
Ah,
the first thing I got.
Lich King was so good. Night, Tina. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, Tina.
No, not my Blade Storm. Yeah, something like that, Torn. He's saying he thinks it was like 10 years ago, which is probably about right. God, I can't take that.
Match found.
So, Josh, what did you play in WoW?
I'm against Lux. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. Good luck. Good lucks. Haha.
Good luck, you're dead, kid.
He just kicked my butt, so, you know.
Okay, good to know. It's a hand-me-down.
No, Lux is a really strong player, and the middle of season 1, I mean, he and I were trading off with Vij at the top of the leaderboard, so, I mean, he's a really good player.
I'm not kidding, I've lost like 6 matches already in a row.
Yeah, it happens.
I've only won 1 match, and that's only because someone disconnected.
There are times, like...
I'll take what I can get.
Like, I tend to win more games than I lose, but there are times where I've lost 5 or 6 games in a row, and when you're like when I'm at the rank that I'm at now, that means that I'm losing like 30 or 40 points a game. So, I mean, there were times that I've just lost like 300 points in a day. So, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're gonna change with the new ranking system.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, I believe the way it should work is once you reach a rank, you can't drop below that rank.
Right.
That season. You don't necessarily have to worry so much about losing a ton of points.
Yeah. Well, and I think, I mean, Beej was saying, I think that that's in now, but, like, I think he was saying that basically there's a security in there where if you hit the lower rank, then you can't go below it unless you lose like 3 in a row or something like that.
Okay.
But it sounds like that's not in place yet, so as long as you get over a certain level, you should be safe for now.
But yeah, back to your question. I played an undead mage.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed the WoW PvP scene.
Yeah.
I got big into that. I played a rogue.
Nice.
What else did I play? I played a hunter. I think that was my first, like, the character that I raided the most with was my hunter.
Okay.
It got into raiding a little bit, and had like a few month stint where I was raiding maybe like 2 times a week.
Yeah.
I actually like devoted some time to it, and that was fun. But otherwise, just did it for
right.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, I just the abilities of the mage and the rogue for different reasons. I just really enjoyed the PvP mechanics of that game.
Yeah.
That was just kind of my draw to WoW. That was a lot of fun. I did arenas a little bit, but like when you get to the higher tiers, the amount, I guess like the margin for error is so small.
Oh yeah.
That it becomes so like just so stressful and so difficult.
Yep.
This is just not. I don't know if I'm really getting the entertainment value out of this.
Yep. Well, I played WoW for I actually got into it late, a little later than my friends, but then ended up, we joined a guild. So, long story short, my buddies and I used to raid kind of high-end level in EverQuest years ago, and then they started playing World of Warcraft, and I was like, oh, the graphics are, kind of kiddie and old, that kind of stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in that, but then ended up playing it with them some, and really enjoyed it, but then we ended up forming our own guild, and I was actually the guild leader for a little while, and yeah, we had a good time playing it and running raids and that kind of stuff, and we were doing pretty well. In EverQuest, I played a cleric for years, so I was always on the healing end of things, and so when I came into World of Warcraft, I was like, nope, done with that for a little while. And so I played a rogue there and just had a blast just stabbing things.
Right, yeah. Oh man, it was so fun. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Having fun, just kind of like sneaking into enemy territory as a rogue.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, that was so in EverQuest. I played a cleric. I was the 3rd person on our server to get the first epic weapon. And so that was insane. But my alt was a rogue. And so when I started playing World of Warcraft, I rolled a rogue there just because I was tired of like all the stress that came with healing in EverQuest. Yeah, I was just like, Jesus, no. So I was like, yeah, just let me push buttons and stab things. But kind of like you, like I loved a lot of the PvP stuff, and so there was a time where I was like raiding on nights with my guild, and then other nights I had fallen in with like this PvP group that was like really active and strong and like one of the best PvP groups on the server, and so I was doing a lot of that stuff too. So yeah, like played it really hardcore for a number of years, and yeah, thankfully my wife still ended up marrying me, but
Right.
so, but yeah, we had a good time playing that kind of stuff, but I don't have the time for that kind of game or anything anymore. So
Yeah, that kind of commitment.
Yeah.
I've seen games like that too. It's like I played. I don't know if you've ever played Eve online.
I played it briefly.
Yes, likewise. Played it for a few months and I was like, oh man, it had some of the for in a kind of an RPG sandbox game. But
Yep.
once I really started to see what you can do, it was just wow, I could spend too much time. And
Oh yeah.
Time, you know.
Well, it was like it's such a, for lack of a better, it's such a long game. Like you have to, you just have to work at it for so long. No, whenever. So again, kind of long story short, a bunch of us played EverQuest, made the transition to World of Warcraft. We started getting to World of Warcraft, and then when we got to like max level, we started raiding with other groups because our guild wasn't focused around that and didn't have enough people to do like some of the raiding for like Molten Core and that kind of stuff originally. So we teamed up with a bunch of other people and did that, and then there was like this huge falling out between us and our own guild leadership that we ended up breaking off and making our own guild, you know. But the guild leader also was heavy into Eve. And so I can't even imagine like how much time he was spending in and doing that kind of stuff, because it's just like there was so much time involved with that stuff that was just traveling from like one planet to another to mine it, you know, like like I was curious about it and interested in it, but even at that time I was like, yeah, I don't have time to do this.
Right. And it, like the way that the social economic structure has formed and like has an ebb and flow, that I follow like some of the stories that have happened over the years.
Yeah.
Just crazy things that it's all, you know, made by the players, and that's kind of an amazing thing that it's out there. But yeah, just to be part of that.
Right.
Just take a chunk of your life, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay with that.
I mean, what I liked about Eve though was like you could say, "Hey, I want to fly here," and then you log off, and like you log back on like 8 hours later, and you're there. You know, like that was cool.
Yeah.
Because no other MMO does that, but. All right, let's see if anybody else is. I think I might have time for like one more game before I need to call it a night.
I think I'm gonna tune in.
Cool. Well, Josh, thanks for hanging out, playing.
Yeah. Streaming, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Yeah. Good stuff. And yeah, we'll chat soon.
Yeah. See you on Discord.
All right, man. Later.
Okay. Have a good night.
Oh, what to play? Let's see if we can get one more game in tonight. Wait, everything's evened up, right? Yeah, I want to play this.
He's killing me.
What? Who's killing you? Oh, Lux? Yeah. I'm telling you. Lux
Well, I'm
is...
actually winning right now. For now.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to pull up some crazy combo shit.
Yeah. No, Lux is a good player, man. I said he
There's
crushed
a lot
me
of
earlier.
options in the community board right now.
He beat me 127 to 86 earlier, so like 40 points.
I mean, it couldn't be as bad as Schnauzer did against me.
Yeah.
She totally killed me. She go easy.
And Lux
I
is
did make
really.
mistakes, though.
So there are a couple. I mean, like Vij was saying earlier today, like Alpha Guard is probably the most straightforward faction. They don't have a lot of the tricky stuff or anything like that. It's like you do this, you get this many points, basically. but one of the cards that they have is Silent Wave, and Lux is really good at setting that up and getting like 30 points off of it. If you're not familiar with Silent Wave, it is basically like you kill the 2 lowest value cards on your opponent's side of the board and every card that matches those values. So he's really good at setting it up where you only have like 4s and 5s or 6s as your lowest cards, and you're killing like 3 or 4 of them at a time. It's a great card that I'm still working on trying to figure out the best way to kind of use it. Like, I've gotten some really good plays out of it, but consistently, like, my opponent will have a 1 or a 2 on their side or a 3 in there that like messes up any sort of like really big plays that they have.
Yeah, I don't know how to set up decks for that type of stuff. I just play and do stuff accordingly.
Right. Well, and it's not even setting up decks for it. It's just like that kind of play, like you're working your entire game to set up and get to work.
Yeah.
So you're either starting off the game going, well, I hope I draw this, or you're playing the game with it in your hand the entire game and working to try to clear off the low value stuff to do that sort of thing. Ooh. Yeah, exactly, Lux. Oh my goodness. So, military commander is on the board. And there's no red or no purple. Oops. Sorry for hitting my mic. One of them. That's a good first play. This is one of those games where military commander might just sit out in the middle until something big hits the board. No! He's gonna kill everything I want in the neutral area.
4 to 27?
Yeah, you know. It's fine, I'm going second.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that value switch.
Right. Oh, he's killing the -5.
Why is that a card?
What, the -5? I know, right?
That military commander.
Veach has made the comment, I've thought about nerfing him, I just can't do it. So
why? Make it thing a -10.
Yeah, I know. He's just so good. Like I said,
yeah,
like
he's
it's
just so much value.
Yep.
He'll definitely give you more than the -5.
Well, at least you got the -5 out of that. Yeah, it's so rare that he will sit on the board and not be
I don't
used
think
for
anybody
something.
sits on it.
No. What the hell is this board? Oh. Negotiator for the win. I mean, my faction cards are great, so... No! I got rid of my negotiator. Dope. That's gonna hurt. That helps. Ah. Oh. Did he have to kill something on... Okay. He made bad choices there.
I hate when the wrong card gets chosen.
Does that still happen to you a lot?
Yeah.
Huh. I've had it happen sometimes, but not very often.
doing well so far. I don't know how.
Yeah.
It's 120 72.
Oh wow.
I'm just waiting for him to come out with some card that's gonna kill me.
Right.
I'm waiting for it.
You never know.
It's gonna happen.
I use Ascension and the 15 drops as soon as I use it. Ascension is the move one brown card on the board directly to your allies.
Gotcha.
And then,
So
of
just
course,
shouts out?
yeah, and then the 15 brown hits the board as soon as I use that card.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Face up. No idea what I used. Let's see. And I can't even see it. It's a round effect, so. Maven?
Maven? Oh.
Yeah.
Maven is brutal.
No idea what it is. Just know things are happening. Well, purchase became 30. What the?
So Maven allows him to choose one card from his side and one card from your side, apply them to a card from the neutral area, and move that card from the neutral area to his loyalists and protect it for one turn.
It's really the protection stuff is really tough.
Yeah.
There's one card that protected every single thing. It was really crazy.
Oh, that was Gabriel. Yeah.
Probably. So I could do something here. Trying to think here.
No, I lost.
Is you typing that?
What, is that me typing that?
Yeah, the Ascension thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, it happens. Alright. I need to hit the sack. So,
yeah, it's probably
thank you for hanging out. Good
No
games
problem.
tonight.
Thank you as well.
Yeah, and we will...
Lots of losing for me.
Yeah. See you soon.
Take care.